where I check to make sure everything's working. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett, your local game guy, with local game co-host Will.
Sup?
Hey, he's on SpaghettiOs right now. Actually, what are you
Well,
eating?
not SpaghettiOs, just regular spaghetti. Good
There's
old-fashioned
nothing,
pasta.
nothing wrong with Chef Boyardee. Not that I've had
There
it.
isn't, but you got to be accurate. I
No.
am Italian, so Italian
Oh,
and Irish, so I have to be
yeah.
specific on my pasta.
You have to honor the pasta. I feel you.
Indeed.
I had some what do we have? Rigatoni. I made some rigatoni with bolognese the other day. Quite good. I'm making sure the live is running so you guys are here. I've got a little Q&A going, so if you want to respond to that, you may. So Final Fantasy is now the first Universes Beyond property to make its way into standard legal play. So I'm curious as to what you guys think. That is a format I don't touch. Maybe I will in the future. What with Final Fantasy being an option. But I just thought that was really interesting. We are really making that migration. And I don't see that necessarily as a good or bad thing. Because I predominantly play this game for Cube and Commander. But I'm curious as to what you guys think. So feel free to leave those thoughts in the live chat. But as I stated, it's Final Fantasy X Magic the Gathering, and I do mean in that order, because as long as I've been a fan of Magic the Gathering, I've been an uber fan of Final Fantasy. And I won't lie, like most kids from the 90s, I started on Final Fantasy 7. 8, 9,
One hand
10.
is being a dick.
Yeah,
I have
I
one
played
hand.
online. Yeah, I did all the Final Fantasy stuff. That was my generation. And then I bought some of the remakes for Game Boy, DS. At any rate, I like the
And
franchise, so this is exciting for me. I don't know, do you have any connection with Final Fantasy? Are you
not very, because
okay?
I played Final Fantasy VII until the point where you get the airship, and then I stopped playing because I'm like, the action turn-based
Hmm.
strategies are not my thing, because I'm like, well, if it's going to be turn-based, let it be turn-based. If it's going to be action, let it be action. I don't like the mix of the two.
You
It's
wouldn't have
not my cup
liked
of tea.
Final Fantasy 8 then. There's a whole one of the mechanics for one of your, I'll just call him hero. Uh, I think it was Squall. Like there was I guess you could say a rhythm based combat system for one of his attacks. Yeah, it's a little bit more involved. I was saying that off camera. Will would probably like the remake slash rebirth. You would enjoy those. You should try them. Some universes beyond fit nicely into the MTG universe. Final Fantasy is a great fit, but others feel a bit more jank. Yeah, and it's going to be a mixed bag, honestly, moving forward. There's going to be a lot of things that are wins for a lot of people that bring new players to the game, right? Like Final Fantasy is going to bring a lot of players to this game, I'm telling you. If only as collectors, what with some of the cards that are available now. Yes, we're on Emmett Selk, ignore that for now. But damn, man, I don't know, Yuffie Kisaragi being in the game, that gets me pretty excited. Even if it's as Yuriko the Tiger's Shadow, it's just this artwork's so iconic. Um, I'm assuming we get the rest of the main characters from Final Fantasy. That'd be amazing. But maybe that's hoping for too much. Yuffie's popular though. Tifa, she is
Yeah.
too. But yeah, we gotta get Cloud. We gotta get Cloud. Speculation on who these characters will be, let me know. And I hope to see different variations of these characters that are a little bit more competitively viable. But before we jump into the meat of the stream, which will be discussing Cloud X Soldier, I do want to highlight another legendary that we're going to be brewing for later this week. So if you're around Saturday morning at 6 a.m., Will, no, at, probably around 8 or 9 a.m., we're going to put it up soon. We'll be doing Emmett Selk. I don't know who, I don't know this guy,
All I
frankly.
know is he snaps. That is the only information that I have
Yeah.
been informed of on our own Discord. Someone posted him doing like a meme.
Well, he's probably the most competitive thing we've seen yet. So we're gonna be brewing Demir then. He's like a flip dude, and you kind of get like a
Your
Yog Dog's will.
front side is a draw and discard on ETB and attack. Back side is uh play from your grave, but anything that hits your grave is exiled.
Right. So
Uh, Fun
Yawgmoths, right?
fact: nothing is going to hit your grave when you're on the backside because you're just gonna bounce him as the last spell on the stack.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not going to be. It's it shouldn't be difficult because if you're doing the right thing on the front side, which would be flicker effects, then you should be able to avoid any sort of exiling of the grave.
Also,
Uh,
I love to
I'm
put the
excited to see
meme of
Vincent too.
Emmett and Hades of just the cards I have before the flip, the cards I have after the flip, all
But
the options.
right. So Emmett, we fully expect him to be pretty decent in Demir. But what about Naya? What does Naya have this set? So we've gotten a bunch of legendaries. Obviously, we've seen there's like a kit that has Sephiroth and Cloud as well. There's a different Cloud there. He's strictly Boros. Naya, one of my favorite struggles. Cloud X Soldier, Human Soldier Mercenary. I love that this set has the Chocobo as the logo, but it's a 4/4, hasty. So not good vanilla wise, but it's hasty. When Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment you control to it. Okay. Okay, it's a little bit better. When Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. Then, if Cloud has 7 or greater power, I see what you did there, create 2 treasure tokens. Not tapped, so you can leverage these as soon as you get them. So, is this enough to go infinite with something like an aggravated assault? No. I guess we could copy the trigger though and potentially get mana to go into something like that. Aggravated assault, I think, is 5 or 4.
It is 5.
Yeah. Someone had a thought about that, didn't they? Well, that sucks.
You could do the Tanuki with Cloud and Aggravated Assault, and then that's an infinite. There's an equipment that just says when the equipped creature attacks, get green mana equal to its power. It doesn't
Yeah.
empty from the pool this turn.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I do think aggravated assault requires some red, but I forget how much.
Well, that's what the treasures are for.
I know exactly, but yeah, like I know the casting cost, but it's like 2 red pips and 3 generic. I will need to look it
Correct.
up. Right.
Correct.
So, and obviously, you're in these colors. You could just put Neheb in here. You could put a few things in here, but then like, why wouldn't you be playing those? So, Cladix Soldier is not, in my opinion, high powered or cEDH. I think at best he'll be B3. So that's how we have him bracketed today. We will be brewing for him in that sense. So we'll be left with 3 game changers. Surprise, surprise, tapped out where we are, and you can follow the deck as it's being built, and you can copy it and paste it and put it on your favorite deck editor. They actually note which cards are game changers with a little GameCube logo next to it, or game changer logo, I should say. So yeah, Ancient Tomb, Guy's Cradle, those are 2 of 3. We can add 1 more. What that'll be, can't rightly say yet. But Cloud seems fine. I mean, I think obviously having the draw tethered to other creatures being equipped and attacking is kind of a high ask, in my opinion. Like it's pretty slow for a deck that's pretty slow. But hopefully all the utility creatures you play out up to him will be the things attacking, like, Stoneforge Mystic, Pure Steel Paladin. Any sort of utility that's going to help the equipment game, right? So I don't know. Do you think this is like creature dense list today?
I think we use all of the equipment utility creatures just so that we have bodies in addition to equipment. A lot of our stuff is just going to be the good tempo equipment creatures to have stuff that we can throw things onto. An example of one of my favorite dumb ones is Dan Lewis from the Doctor Who set.
Oh yeah, here we can bring up a few additional cards. But yeah, if you haven't caught up with all the Final Fantasy stuff, check it out. There's some cool stuff in here. Definitely let us know what you would like to see brewed. We're not going to revisit any like this Yuffie, Yuriko, anything like that, but we'll check out some new legendaries that get spoiled. But Dan Lewis, fellas, which one of you guys is going to get me that Titus old art? Well, are you really a big fan of 10? He's 10, right? We'll find out. Yeah, he's 10. I mean, I'll see if I pull it while I'm acquiring any of these cards. I'll let you know. It's gonna have to be a trade though. Dan Lewis though. Non-creature, non-equipment artifacts you control are equipment in addition to their other types. That's not a bad idea, actually.
All of those treasures, all of those mana rocks become equipment so that you just of the equipment for Cloud off of having Dan Lewis.
Yeah, the mana rocks being equipment is maybe the most relevant part though. Like if I tap my arcane signet to like equip it to someone, that equals draw and 2 treasures. Well, actually, the treasures are always going to be set to 2, provided Cloud's big enough.
Yeah.
But the creatures attacking aren't limited to, per opponent. So you can feasibly get a lot of draw here. But as Will and I were talking off camera, there are other leaders that do this better. I think the one you mentioned, Wylith, is strictly Boros, I believe. But, green does add a little bit to the equation, but does it really help in equipment builds? I can't rightly say. It's your favorite Final Fantasy game, hands down? Damn. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite Final Fantasy game. You can quote me.
Really quick, also,
it's the best one.
Bludgeon Brawl is the other enchantment I was thinking of. That's basically Dan Lewis as well.
Bludgeon Brawl?
Yeah. It's all of your non-creature, non-equipment artifacts are equipment with equip cost X. They give plus X plus O, where X is the artifact's converted mana cost.
Say
equip
no more.
all of those treasures for free.
I was gonna say no more. That seems like the best one. I think that this and Dan Lewis are probably gonna be integral. Obviously, Danny Boy is gonna be a little bit easier to hit with all the creature tutors, but there's some decent enchantment tutors in white. I think we could probably
prioritize. We're in bracket 3. We only have 3 tutors.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess it'll be Enlightened Tutor. It'll be our last one, but that's not entirely true. There are
Enlightened Tutor is a
game changer.
What's called game changer.
Yeah. So that'll be our last. That'll be our last game changer. I feel like Guy's Cradle could be cut. By the way.
I don't want Guy's Cradle, and I think that we go for the artifact tutors over or the equipment tutors over Enlightened Tutor. Like a Stoneforge Mystic is probably better than Enlightened Tutor.
Oh, I mean, it's just a one-off in the deck, though. I feel like if we got rid of Guy's Cradle and we added Enlightened Tutor and like Mana Vault, or would we want Mana Vault? Which one would we want?
I don't think we care too much about ramp because we're in green. We have all the land ramp, we have all the elves and everything. So
I know.
Slower game plan.
I mean, it's just we do want some amount of artifacts outside of the treasures because we only generate the treasures after the attack, right? Well, during the attack, provided he is 7 or greater power. So my concern is like, well, are we just gonna have a dense enough amount of equipment to have other things equipped by that point? Maybe.
As long as we have like 12-ish, we should be hitting equipment consistently enough.
Mm-hmm. No, I like Dan Lewis and Bludgeon Brawl in here though, for sure. Let's see here. Bludgeon Brawl's good. Danny L. But on that note, we're still, I guess, working through general strategy here. So we're going to want everything that applies equipment, or rather attaches equipment outside of Cloud. Cloud will clearly handle that himself and start swinging. So leading up to the Cloud turn, we just want to make sure that we have decent protection for him. I think we're probably going to leverage the Boots. Boots Greaves, and what are the last ones?
Swords of would be good as well.
What? Which one? The Swords of? Like, I mean, Fire and Ice minimally, I guess, sort of Feast and Famine actually does the thing with Aggravated Assault, so we could just do that. But yeah, we do need to note the number of game changers we have. Again, those aren't game changers, but the ones we leverage, I want to help us find those core cards if this is going to be a B3 list. Okay, so I'm with you on Guy's Cradle. And mind you, we're using Marath Will of the Wilds as a stand-in because it's probably my favorite 9 commander outside of Cloud now. But we'll take out, I think Ancient Tomb is good. I don't think we need to worry about our life. And I like it here as ramp in our land base. I'm going to add crop rotation. I might actually just start with our tutors first. Is that okay? Because like, I think banging these out will be a good place to start for us. And then we can sort of focus on everything else. So I'm just doing crop rotation, gamble. You don't like Enlightened Tutor?
Crop rotation is not a tutor because it only finds lands.
Oh, it's a tutor to me, sir. I mean, well, it depends on, there are relevant lands for us?
Correct, but it's not qualified as a tutor. We can run crop rotation. That is not one of our tutors. It doesn't count.
Well, not every tutor's on the game changer list. Like we talked about how Sylvan Tutor isn't on the game changers list, or Worldly Tutor.
Yes, we can only run 3 tutors, and they qualified it as a tutor is a card that finds a non-land card.
In B3?
It, in general, you can run crop rotation in B1, and it's totally fine and totally legal.
Well, I guess gamble is our best option for anything, especially with all the draw that we
E-
supposedly should get. Steel Shaper's Gift, this counts towards a total? Are you sure about that? No way.
Steel Shaper's Gift counts towards the total, but crop rotation does not count towards the total.
So this all this says in upgrade is no mass land denial, no chaining extra turns, late 2-game combo infinites are fine, and 3 game changers.
Oh, for bracket 3, there's infinite tutors?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So
I
brackets 1 and 2 say few tutors.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
they
was gonna
removed
say
few tutors on bracket 3. I thought bracket 3 had a few tutors. Never mind. Go Buck Wild.
yeah, we're
um,
slightly uncorked here. So let's just go and add the rest of these tutors. So I think Stoneforge Mystic, obviously. Mystic. I like the other equipment tutor. Something armory. Hold up.
open the armory.
Open the armory. So I've
Yeah,
got.
you were correct. They removed or they don't have fewer tutors. I thought it was all the way to bracket 3. I'm crazy.
I'm gonna add Enlightened Tutor for now until we come up with a game changer that's better.
Yeah,
Steel Shaper's Gift, Stoneforge Mystic, Open the Armory. What am I missing? Big
oh,
wise. Imperial Recruiter, I guess. Fine.
Smothering Tithe may be one of the game changers that we want. I don't think we care about Jessica's Will or Breach. We don't really care about Survival, Vorinclex, or maybe Guy's Cradle, but probably not Guy's Cradle. And then
Put it on the side for now.
we care about pretty much none of the colorless ones, outside of maybe Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, I have that in there for now. I think it's just cleaner. It doesn't rely on creatures pending a board wipe, so it could be good for getting out any sort of relevant equipment. Hey, Wolfsbane. Oh shit. It's actually a better question. I'm
We
sorry,
also,
I'm starting with 7. Go on.
I don't know if you want Pure Steel Paladin, or if you've already put Pure Steel Paladin in the list just for the free equip cost.
Yeah, no, we can add Pure Steel Paladin.
Uh,
So right now we're just adding utilities that go well with cloud. So anything equipment based or more
Recruiter,
importantly could find equipment.
the white recruiters, or the white Imperial recruiters. Yeah, recruiter of the card. Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
got it
I,
before.
I didn't add that. I added Imperial Recruiter though.
Oh, both are good. Um, Sorry to step on your toes right there. Continue as you
No,
were
you're
saying.
good. You're good. Uh,
Oh, you may want Codsworth, Handy Helper. Commanders you control have Ward 2. Tap to add 2 white. Spend this mana only to cast equipments or auras. And tap to put target aura or equipment you control to target creature attached to target creature you control at sorcery speed. So he's tap to equip and tap to play and give your commander ward.
which one is this again? I'm sorry.
Codsworth, Handy
Oh,
Helper. He's from
we
Fallout.
didn't brew him. Who did we brew?
Uh, the what's his name? Freaking Handy Helper. I don't remember the name of that guy. Give me a sec. I can find it really quick. In white. Yes Man. We brewed Yes Man.
Oh, okay. So let's see here. Are there any new equipments we should be considering for this list? Also, what was that thing? It was not Anvil of...
Oh, Hammer of Nizan.
No, not that. Anvil... Hammer of Nizan is probably good enough, though.
It is definitely good enough. Best equipment in the game.
Leaving Cloud up here for a reference. But Hammer of Nizan, sure. I might just look up new equipment because, I haven't built a equipment commander in a long time. And I haven't been thinking about these colors for these equipment. Why isn't it working? What's wrong with my typing? Oh, that'll
we
do
could
it.
put in the Aether Spark. That's a new equipment.
Would we want to attach to a creature? I mean,
Adaptive Mana Tool is probably pretty good. 2 mana, equip for 3. Equip creature has +1/+1 for each artifact you control. When it attacks, look at the top 6, put an artifact from among them into your hand.
Right. It's funny because he gets buffer on the swing and before damage. It's
Yeah,
actually quite good. Yeah, equip costs aren't a huge concern for us. So if we want to like drop a colossal hammer, he auto attaches it, so we're good on that. Um, yeah, I can add adapty. What's it called? Adaptive Omni Tool.
is it just Omni Tool or yeah, Adaptive Omni Tool? You're
Arden.
correct.
Do you want to do Arden Intrepid Archaeologist, the partner that equips?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
because we get something onto Cloud for free. We just need to make sure that we get stuff on our other creatures for free. That's our current bottleneck.
Is an artifact's equipment vehicle considered equipped if it's crewed? Probably not.
If you crew it, it falls off because anything that's a creature cannot be equipped to something. When
Ooh.
it becomes equipped, it is no longer an equipment.
You know, I don't hate the
Or
Ether
it's no
Spark, by the way. Like this, it's actually not horrible for us. Am I wrong? Like this.
It's just a very good card in general because it's a +1/+1 every turn until you want to start drawing cards or making a ton of mana.
The Ether Spark. I can add the Ether Spark. What I'm really trying to do is find that newer piece of equipment. It's white, and I'm pretty sure it's good for us. Do we run Mana Dorks or Land Ramp Package? I think we're probably going to focus on Mana Dorks because they'll ultimately be things that can attack.
That's mana dorks and artifact ramp. Those are the two things we're probably doing because we can turn artifacts into equipment with two of our guys, and then we can turn dorks into attackers to draw cards.
Are you not interested in? Are you not interested in any sort of land ramp?
I don't think we need land ramp. Like we might want to run exploration for bracket 3 just because we're going to be drawing a lot of cards and playing lands is good.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Wait, what are the boots have called? The boots, the
Ones.
hexproof boots.
Hexproof is light or Swiftfoot boots.
Swiftfoot
Yeah,
boots.
hexproof is Swiftfoot. Lightning Greaves is a Shroud, and then
Shroud.
Lava Spur Boots is Ward. I don't think we're going Lava Spur.
Other than delighted halfling, chainsaw is good. Is chainsaw good? It deals 3 damage up to one target creature. That's good. Whenever one or more creatures die, put a rev counter on it, or X's the rev counters. Chainsaw's good. I never thought of, so obviously we're probably gonna get a Buster Sword from this set. I mean, come on. I feel like we have to. So we can update this later. Is what I'm saying. Don't be too concerned if we're missing it right now. Oh, this is interesting. God, Excalibur's costly, huh? Don't
Yeah,
like that.
it's
Mjolnir, you into it?
uh I think we want equipment to give like +3/+0 most of
Minimally.
the time
I'd like
because
some evasion or trample like that. That's kind of good. How about Gold Pan? Oh, Lava Spur boots. These are the new ones. They're fine. I don't know if we need this many. I don't know that we need this many booties.
Lava Spur Boots does not go in the deck. We don't need Ward 1 for Cloud. Ward 1 is not going to do a lot in bracket 3.
No. Dude, I didn't know Lotus Ring was even a thing. Have you seen this card?
Yes, I do. I have the textured foiled version.
Dude. Well, I mean, you said you wanted +3/+3, right?
+3/+0, but yeah, +3/+3 is functional. I don't like Lotus Ring though, just because the last effect is so bad.
What? The add
Sacrifice the
mana?
equip tap the equipped creature and sacrifice it for 3 mana, equip cost of 3. You can
What are
sacrifice creatures to filter mana.
add 3 mana of any one color? I mean, it depends on what you're sacking, right? Do you want to add pre-war formal wear shenanigans?
Probably not shenanigans, but as a card, maybe, just because it's a good card.
No, it is pretty good. It's like decent recovery. It enters return creature, blah blah blah, and attach pre-war
Oh, we should
formalware.
probably put in Power Fist, because that's +4/+4 to Cloud. Gives trample, and when the equipped creature deals combat damage to player, put that many counters on it.
Ooh, yeah, he'll be 7 and up. You can run Sword of the Animist in one of the from March of the Machines commander decks. It's the living one. Oh, his potential land route. We'll add Power Fist for sure, and then I don't mind
Yes.
Sword of the Animist. We'll do some of the Sword ofs, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I'll just add them now. I like Sword of Fire and Ice. I know I want to add. Okay.
A Sword of Feast and Famine is just another good one because it lets us greed out a little bit more. Um,
Yeah, it gives us evasion, so on and so forth. Do you have Kellen Feyblooded? We don't have Kellen Feyblooded in the deck yet.
I do like him because he's just a equipment tutor and can be a body later. Also,
Mm-hmm.
buffs are things that are equipped.
Hunter's Blowgun. Dude, I am not seeing this artifact. It's going to pop up. It's going to creep up any second. Gottenhammer and Design. I do want to add Sigarda's Aid. You know, I could be wrong. It might be another new equipment. I might, or sorry, enchantment. Let's see here. I do love Skull Clamp, but we're not running a Bosri Ket, so there's no sense in it.
We can probably put Black Blade Reforged in the deck as well. We'll have 3 or more lands. Oh, the Commander's Plate.
Yeah. Colors outside of your own identity, right?
Yeah. So, protection from black and blue, which is
Oh,
honestly pretty decent.
what's the mall that Godo uses sometimes? The
Oh, you mean Godo's Mall?
no, no, no. The one that gives you Grand Abolisher status.
Oh, that's a flail.
Oh god, Maul Flail. Semantics. The
Oh, I will
bludgeon. The
find that
bludgeon.
really.
Halvar is good. Bitterhorn. I can add Kellen the Fae, but I can add some of these cards right now.
Conqueror's Flail.
Conqueror's Flail. Thank you. I think we run Conqueror's Flail. Um,
Agreed.
Bitterhorn. I'll add all of these for now, and we can of course shimmy them around. Batterhorn might be Batterhorn. Halvar. I just had locks this morning, by the way.
Do we already have Colossal Hammer in the deck, right?
No, no, I didn't add it. You
I
know what?
think
We
that
could.
that's the best equipment for Cloud because you play it for one and then you play Cloud and equip Colossal Hammer for free.
God, I don't know how to spell the word colossal. You guys you're witnessing this.
Colossus.
Oh, I just missed a S. That's why.
Colols. Sus.
Oh my God. No, 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 no. Colossus hammer.
Yes.
That's why. Bitterhorn. Bitterhorn Nissa's animist.
Yes. So those are the two when you attack ramp. When you attack rampant growth equipments, those are probably good. Because if we get a body early with those, we'll do a lot of good stuff. Also, Sword of Forge and Frontier is probably pretty good. It's a pro green and pro red, deals combat damage, impulse draws 2, and you may play an additional land this turn. Pro green, pro red just means that it's evasion a lot of the time.
Which one is this?
Forge and Frontier.
Okay, I just scrolled by that one. I was thinking about it. I didn't think too hard though. Forge and Frontier.
Yeah, pro green is good to get past some board states, and playing an additional ramp and or playing an additional land and drawing a little bit is pretty good.
You said you wanted Black Blade Reforge.
Yeah, because that's usually going to be big enough for Cloud to get to 7.
Hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying with the value. Having it 3 and 0 minimally. Is there it's funny, Conqueror's Flail works perfectly.
Yeah,
But what else do we have? Equip creatures +3/+3 and can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. Saddle of the Cavalier. There's got to be better ones. What
we
about
can
the
do Sun. We can do Sun Forger
like?
+4/+0, and you can unattach to cast something from your deck for free.
Do you like? I'll add Sunforger, but do you like Embercleave?
Uh,
Should be casting a lot of creatures, right? Or attacking a lot of creatures. Or
Embercleave isn't bad.
it's only +1/+1 with trample. What does it say?
Trample Double Strike.
Trample
+1/+1.
double strike. Trample double strike. Lion Sash is kind of cute tech here, actually. The Lion Sash?
Yeah, I
The
like Lion Sash.
it's reconfigure attaches it, and it's a
Yeah, it's
equipment.
Scoos.
Yeah. Lion Sash works. I mean, it's slow scoos. Well, I mean, slow to get us to the +3/+3 business. I'll add it for now. Thank you. I found the Bitterhorn, by the way, Trixie. Okay, so we're not going to look through every equipment. I promise. You know, I'm up to Kamigawa, and I'm pretty sure that there's not much great
There's
beyond this.
one more equipment from Lord of the Rings that we may want to add.
Oh, hold up. We definitely.
Anduril, Narsil Reforged.
Wait, I'm going back.
It has a send, and when the equipped creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. If you have City's Blessing, put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Considering the fact that we're going wide as well as tall, I like it.
I'm just looking at all the other equipments while I'm here. Battle tested frying pan, you say? Is it Togo that makes the stones? We need to find ways
Rocks,
to. Yeah. Anduril, Flame of the West.
It's not a stone. It's a rock. Rock.
Anduril, Narsil Reforged. Wait. That's not the one. We need Flame of the West. Excuse me.
Oh, do you want to add in Tenza Godo's Maul?
Do I? I don't know.
+1/+1. If it's legendary, it has +2/+2 as well. If it's red, it has trample as well. Equipped for 1.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
It's just a give cloud +3/+3 and trample.
Yeah, thanks, Godo.
Is
Actually, do we run Godo in the deck? Godo seems pretty good in this deck.
I mean, we get Hammer of Nizan like every single time with Godo, and he gives us double combat. So if we get Vigilance on Cloud, that's going to be really good. So
is it odd of me to just want Treasonous Ogre now? I'm gonna put him in for now. Just ignore
we
me.
We don't need Treasonous Ogre.
He's just there. I'm just saying he's there for now.
Just gonna add Helm the Host. No reason.
I mean, yeah, right. What does it say? No, late. It says late game combos are chill, right? Okay.
Yeah, cool. It said late game combos are chill.
Late game 2-card infinite combos are chill. Okay, duly noted. Did you already go over all for Mirrodin and living weapons?
No, but that's because most of them are pretty bad. There's a couple that are good.
We can look into living weapons if we want. We've got a few things in here already. I just don't want to take a bird's eye view right quick. We've got 28 lands. That isn't to say that is our land count. Don't worry. So right now, we've got mostly equipment that just ensures that we are getting Cloud 2/7. Again, Marath is a stand-in. But we have Adaptive Omni-Tool, Anduril, Bitterhorn. Bitterhorn is just ramp. I think we should have Sword of the Animus down there as well. Blackblade Reforge, Chainsaw. We're hoping to rev it up leading to the Cloud turn, okay? Colossus Hammer. It's also just good removal, honestly. A bolt on entry, and then let's see here. Damn, that's pretty good equipment, dude. I forgot how good Chainsaw is. Commander's Plate. You know, in a 4-person game, questionable, but still fine removal. Hammer of Nizan, Weird Shy. I wish it was +3/+0, but then again, you know, that's a good effect. Lightning Greaves. I didn't know that there was new art. It looks really good. We got the Power Fist. This will get Cloud there, hopefully quickly. The boots just for evasion. Sort of Feast and Famine, sort of Fire and Ice, sort of Fortune Frontier, sort of the Animus Tens of Small. That seems like a good place to start.
You know,
Uh,
I don't know why, but it sounded like you're going to say sword of friend and foe, and that sounds like that should be a sword.
yeah, actually. But no, I wasn't. Godsend is great.
What would sword
Godsend.
of friend and foe be? It's like artifacts and enchantment protection.
Ooh, I like that. World enchantments. I keep bringing up world enchantments. I just want them to come back.
World enchantment protection, very relevant.
But yeah, artifact enchantment protection, and then like it tutors for either an artifact or enchantment, and then you destroy either an artifact or enchantment. So you make
Oh,
friends.
there's one for Mirrodin that might be good. It's Kemba's Banner. It's
Hmm.
a 3 and a white, equips for 2 and a white, has for Mirrodin, so enters with a 2/2 red rebel token, and it gets +1/+1 for every creature you control.
Kemba's banner.
Yeah, Kemba.
Four's a little high, but I see why we would do the four Mirrodin effect here. This isn't bad. This isn't this isn't bad. I like Kemba's banner. Yeah, we can add that. That could be our last. Hey, that could be our last equipment for now. Huh. Recommendation level 3. Yeah, that's what I put. Okay. Kemba's banner. Okay, so we've got all of those. We have a handful of tutors. Again, we might be missing some, but I don't think many at this point. There's only so many in Naya that you actually want to run. But Worldly Tutor, excuse me, Worldly Tutor and I had said it earlier, Sylvan Tutor. Are there any other fatty tutors you want to
I
throw in here?
I was going to say I don't think we want Worldly Tutor because game changer, but it's not a game changer. That is
No,
going to throw me off eternally.
no. Only Enlightened Tutor is a game changer. No one gives a shit about creatures, Will. At
Um,
instant
in
speed, top of deck? No.
Invasion of Ikoria and
Oh yeah, finale of yeah.
Finale. I don't think we need Green Sun Zenith. I don't think we need we may want Court of Calling, but
Well, I mean, we could also do like the sack a creature find a thing ones.
no,
The
if we're gonna
Eldritch
need those folks.
Evolution. You don't think
I
there's going
don't
to be
think
a good evolution creature? I'll put it on the
well
side for now.
a lot of the things we want to search for are like really low to the ground, aren't they? Like yeah, Eldritch Evolution gets us like a 2 drop and we don't have to pay anything, but like we could pay 4 and get the same 2 drop in and not have to sack something.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Ramp, guys. We're looking to give Cloud a glow up by way of ramp.
All
What
of
are
the all
some?
of the elves. All of the elves.
Oh, the elves. Yeah. So let's just start with that. I guess Boreal Druid's okay in this list. Uh, Elvish Mystic. I'll start with the more obscure ones first, and then we'll get to the actual elves.
And Birds of Paradise, the honorary elf.
Yeah, threw that in there. Oh shit, what's the new one that exiles your own trash?
It is it no, it's not Moss Tender, it's Bloom
Something
some
he damn it, what's his name? We really liked it from Ether Drift.
y- yeah, hold up.
Sorry, while you look that up.
It should not take me too long because it's come on, load. There we go.
Is it bad I only acknowledge one
Malt
art for
Tender. Malt Tender. I was like, it's some I remember it was like something similar to Bloom Tender. Malt
Mold Tender? We'll add Mold Tender. I like it. What am I missing? Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves.
Finthorn Elves,
Oh yeah, we got the
Arbor
Fenhorn
Elf.
Elves. Oh, we don't have Arbor Elves yet. Llanowar Elves. Arbor Elf. Did you want the uncounterable one?
I
Your
mean, we have Boreal Druid. It's better
yeah,
Boreal Druid.
I guess
Delighted
that's
Halfling.
fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair. We might cut Boreal Druid, by the way.
I think we can cut Boreal Druid.
Yeah,
We
it's
can play Artifact Ramp if we need it.
Avacyn's Pilgrim. Thank you. Avacyn's Pilgrim's a decent one.
Mm,
Are there any
yeah.
other new color providing tutors? You know, we've hit Mull Tender.
You mean dorks? Color providing dorks?
Dorks. I do mean dorks.
I don't know. There is that one tutor that if you cast, you get 3 black back out of it.
3 black back out of it.
It's 5 mana tutor that if you have a spellmaster, it gets you 3 black.
Wait, why would we be able to produce black
No,
and
no, no.
white?
It's that's your tutor that gives you mana. It gives you colors.
Oh, since Pilgrim. Oh, yeah, I think that might be it. I'm missing something.
For 1 drops, yeah, we can play Bloom Tender, Priest of Titania as well if we want like the hyper efficient dorks. Those are probably the only 2 drop ones I would recommend adding though. And we might be able to do Fabro Elder, but
Do we want to add a Lotus Cobra? Is that weird? It's not like we're doing lands matter, but
we're not doing a lot of land stuff. I don't think we need
yeah.
Lotus Cobra.
All right, that's enough of that. All of our rocks, though, Soul Ring is kosher, but a majority of them are game changers, and I think we are full up on our game. We're missing. I think we have one game changer left, so we can.
What do we have? Ancient Tomb and what's the other one we had?
Ancient Tomb, Enlightened Tutor. I just put that
That
in
was
there
the other
until
one.
we find a better thing, if there is a better thing. I'm sorry. We want Arcane Signet.
Yeah, Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone, and then we can choose what colors we care about from there.
I'm honestly fine on rocks beyond that. You think we got enough early ramp? Do you want to
Yeah,
add, like, we're not doing anything quickly, so the spirit guides feel weird. They just feel like, wait.
we're not doing any of the turbo ramp stuff. We don't need temp ramp. We just care
Oh,
about
do
permanent
you
ramp.
still care about rituals at all? Like, would you want to like a Tinder Wall is still? Oh, Tinder Wall is a defender. Hold up.
Yeah, it's a O2 defender, I believe.
Yeah, he'll never be able to attack. I was just thinking like that's a
It's a
good Rite of
wall. Yeah,
Flame.
it's a wall and it's an old card. Old walls all got retroactively given
Mm.
defender.
I'm not gonna lie though, I do like I don't mind ritual ramp for the sake of getting us to cloud.
I don't think we need it because bracket 3 is really slow, and if you're playing dorks, you get to like 5 mana on like turn 3, which is very easy. That's very fast for casual.
Jacob's saying we should rock Thunderous Velocipede. This is a new Ether Drift card, but it's a 3 mana artifact vehicle. Each other creature or vehicle you control enters an additional +1/+1 counter on it if its mana value is 4 or less. Otherwise, it enters with 3 additional counters on it.
Ah,
That is interesting. Hold up. Ooh. Wow. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of just glazed over this card when we did the set review because it's not like it's good in many decks. Is it good here?
uh,
This feels almost good enough here.
my issue with this is it's 3 mana. Give each of our creatures +1/+1 when they enter, except for Cloud, who gets +3/+3.
So he's
Or
7/7. But so okay, just so you guys know, there aren't any infinite combos baked in yet. Again, if you didn't jump in during the beginning of the stream, we're making a bracket 3 version of Cloud. So you can win with infinite combos, 2 card infinites specifically, but they need to be late game. And we're in Naya, so there aren't that many clean ones. So in my mind, I'm kind of just relying on beats. So
I'd agree with that. We're just punching people hard enough, getting a couple treasures. If
So
we
is this
need,
good enough? I mean, it's cute. I guess you could equip this with a thing if you wanted to get the draw, but like crew 3, I think it's really just there. I don't think we're really crewing this.
yeah, I'd rather just have an equipment that gives Cloud +3/+0.
Yeah, I don't hate it though. Thank you for the suggestion. This is actually a
This is
really good card.
a really good card. Like I skimmed
Yeah.
this. I'm probably putting that card in like another deck that I'm planning on building for
Um,
casual, but yeah, I don't think it goes with Cloud. But that is
I'm
a sick
gonna put it
card.
on the side for now because I do like it. Carpet of Flowers, I will take. Thank you. By the
Yeah,
way, so far as ramp is concerned, yes. Did you want the Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, that sort of thing?
I don't think we need the enchantment ones, only because we already have enough dorks, and I'd
But
rather
Arbor
have less
Elf will
bodies.
Arbor Elf.
Yeah, but Arbor Elf
Arbor
is
Elf can
creature.
tap for three mana technically.
Yeah, well,
One, no,
doesn't
4 mana.
matter. Doesn't matter. We're punching with Arbor Elf.
I guess that's true. The tallies, we could run all the tallies, but I think we're kind of coming up
We're
on,
good. With
yeah.
just dorks and the good 2 mana rocks that make all 3 of our colors sometimes.
Hmm. But
Good enough.
any other like value bodies you guys can think of? Oh, hold up. Drenith Magistrate's a game changer.
Yeah, we
Do
can
you,
do
do you
Draenith
want
as
do you
our.
want him as our last one?
Smothering Tithe might be the.
Oh, what would you prefer?
So it's between Draenith, Smothering Tithe, and Trouble in Pairs.
And honestly, nearly in that order. I could go either way on Smothering Tithe or Drenith Magistrate.
Yeah, it's pretty much a do we need more value or do we need to slow the game down more? That's really the coin flip there.
So the simple fact that our
Draenith is just so much of a game changer that I feel like we just need to go Draenith.
yeah, because it stops other game changers. It like stops Underworld Breach, and it's also just very good against Commander.
Yeah, if we play this
if you've
out
ever,
turn 2, it
yeah,
probably stalls out the game by like 3 turns by
which we kind
itself.
of need anyways. Like we kind of want to put pressure on the table that way. So I'm sorry, I added Ragavan. I'm adding Dranith Magistrate. Any other creature bodies you guys want? They could be. Again, like because we create treasures, we can't really do the collector oof thing. If we're adding stacks to this list, if we want to slow it down particularly, do we run something like Vexing Bauble? Vexing Bauble doesn't feel good here in bracket 3, right? So that's not really valuable. But any sort of hate bear stacks that you guys want to include, let us know. Wait, does
Oh,
Marath automatically make it to bracket 4 because she combos with a ham sandwich? I guess.
Marath is fine because Marath does not have any 2 card combos. Marath only combos with 2 or more cards, so there's only 3 card combos with Marath. So Marath is chill. Marath is potentially bracket 1.
So we have Bone Sabers.
Also,
Whenever equipped creature attacks, put +4/+1/+1 counters on it. Bone Sabers aren't bad, bro.
I'm about to see pull it up on stream.
Yeah, no, it's
You
from
typed in.
Warhammer 40k.
Oh,
Pure Steel Paladins in. Thank you, Trixie. Bone Sabers,
yeah.
I don't
I
hate.
do like that. It's kind of worse Power Fist. Nah, I don't like the fact that it doesn't give you trample because it's I
Yeah,
don't know, it's
that's
just
kind of
whenever it
painful.
attacks,
Ram is not in.
good enough.
And honestly, so far as like card value engines are concerned, Senior Edificer, Will, what do we want for draw?
Cloud.
Yes,
Cloud.
obviously. Right, so here's the thing, Rick. SRAM makes sense to me. Like it's just a value body, thank you, and we do want to include that in the list. Any other value bodies you can think of? Like obviously Esper Sentinel's very good. We're gonna want to include that in the list. Something that we can equip and does things incrementally, or something like Dranith Magistrate holding the game as we move through our turns that ultimately we'll use to draw off Cloud. So, we do have the draw engine in the CZ, and hopefully the support will be there. We've got a lot of equipment and a lot of bodies now. Let me just save and continue just to see what's up. I feel like we might be over 100 at this point. No, we're 6 away. Ranger Captain of Eos, yes. We've got Ranger Captain in. Like duly noted, making that remark after Esper Sentinel. Mask of Memory, I think is draw to discard 1.
Yeah. I don't think we want Mask of Memory. I don't think.
No, I don't think we need
Cloud,
Skull Clamp. I don't think we need anything like that either.
Cloud gives us sufficient draw because, like, in bracket 3, 3 draw a turn is pretty good. It'll keep your hand full enough, and you're not gonna play out your hand too quickly. The 2 treasures make it so that we can play out stuff a little bit faster, but I think we're good on that.
Do we have Urza's
really
Saga
just
in the deck? Sorry.
Oh, it's not. It probably should be.
Yeah, it was we had to take out a land with the guy's cradle, so I want to put Urza Saga in. Also, if there are any like creature MDFC like new ones that we should be adding, holler, like those are probably just worth running anyways. So
What
we'll
is
want
it?
to
Witch Enchanter, Razor
right.
Grass. Um,
Which enchanter I like?
Razor
Razor
Grass is
Grass
just good enough.
Ambush.
Yeah, Razor Grass Ambush.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry. In the
green,
last one,
the green ones are
skull
light.
something.
Shatter Skull Smashing.
Shatter Skull Smashing.
The
Shatter
green one
Skull
is
Smashing.
Kern Timber Symbiosis.
It's really
Um,
all but the white ones, if we're gonna be honest.
yeah, the white one is like make a couple angels. I don't like it. I
Kosei
can't.
Penitent Lord. Let me look that up. Sorry. Well, actually, I want to look one other thing up while Will is going through his catalog here.
I think Kosi Penitent Lord is the Boros dwarf that lets you equip ones for free every turn, right?
That honestly might be worth it. Oh, we haven't added shit for removal. So,
Yeah,
so
that's really what we should be doing now.
I do want to say though that all of the things that cheat on equipment and equipment that does damage to thing, that could be our removal as well. But if we're gonna play Sunforger, we do need some instant speed spells. We do need things to play with Sunforger.
Yeah.
And we don't have to include Sunforger, but I think that was a good suggestion. Will I do think I want to play with it.
Also, because you mentioned it, do we want to just put in aggravated assault? Because even if we're not going infinite with aggravated assault, paying 3 to punch again is good enough.
100%. I love it a lot. Also, this could be a finisher late game for us. Again, we're not really aiming for this in bracket 3. Obviously, closing out the game is sound after it's been going for like 30 plus minutes. So I think aggravated assault with the mana generator, Feast and Famine, or I guess we could.
Uh,
What's one that untaps creatures? Is there one that
equip
untaps?
like equipment that untaps all your creatures.
Right. Or is there like something where we can give our creatures vigilance so that they can tap afterwards to fuel aggravated assault or dorks? Do you know what I'm saying? Like mass
Just
vigilance,
massive vigilance.
which is actually really good.
White probably has massive vigilance, but we can also run a Hellkite Charger just as another
Hmm.
thing that we can tutor up because that's an easier to find
Right.
aggravated assault.
I kind of love the
Um,
idea of having mass vigilance with a board of dorks swinging weapons and then dropping aggravated assault later and being like, yeah, Cloud's ready to just get this shit done. Omni slash baby. Hellkite Charger. Is that the best one?
yeah, that's the only other aggravated assault-esque effect, like pay mana for extra combats.
Got you, got
Uh,
you.
but let's see.
Reaver Cleaver goes infinite with assault as well. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the other
I'll
dumb
just
equipment.
yeah, I'll just look it up so we can take a look at it. +1
It's
plus
a
1 and
plus one
trample.
plus one trample, and damage gives you treasures.
Right. Yeah. So it's obviously cloud effect, but better, and it's not difficult to. We want the trample. Yes, we're gonna use Reaver Cleaver. Thank you.
You know what is probably a good card in the deck? Odric Luminarch Marshal. Creatures
Oh,
you control share keywords at the start of each combat.
what does he have as a keyword?
He has none, but Cloud has haste.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, did we add
Maybe not, but that's not horrible.
um
You know the best vigilance effect in the entire game that we should probably be putting in this deck?
Forgery?
Jetmir.
What's he read?
He is a red, a green, and a white, and he says if you control 3 or more creatures, creatures you control have +1/+0 in vigilance. If you have 6 or more creatures, they get +1/+0 in trample, and if you have 9 or more creatures, they have +1/+0 in double strike.
Are we running any equipment that give us creatures? Like, do we have any equipment that like generate bodies? By the way, I think we
There's a
forgot.
few, but not like terribly good ones.
What is Negan's? It's Jetmir Nexus of Revels.
Yes.
Okay, what is Negan's bat called? Lucille?
Yeah, Lucille.
I'm sorry. So I found the card I wanted to talk about, Forge Anew. Someone might have brought this up even. I'm sorry if I missed it, but the card from Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Yeah, enters the battlefield, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Amazing. I feel like our equipment is the biggest threat in this deck, so people will probably target it. As long as it's your turn, you may activate equipment abilities anytime you can cast instants. So this is sort of like a combat trick. And then you may pay 0 rather than pay the equipment cost of your first equipment ability you activate during each of your turns. This is quite good, I think. So, right, to move stuff over to other creatures. I like Forge Anew here. I think it's good enough. I think this and Sigarda's Aid are going to be some of the better enchantments in the list. But, okay, so I added Jetmir. What were we just talking about before Jetmir?
Lucille.
Lucille. Is Lucille 4? I
I
remember
have
this
no
being a
idea.
broken. Oh, it's black. That's why. That's why it didn't show up. Yeah. Yeah, Lucille's really good though. God, Lucille's really good because this generates Walker tokens. Okay, so what do we want? The card that started it all, people. Sorry. But look, because of this, we have Final Fantasy. You can thank The Walking Dead really for opening the gates. Am I wrong? Like it took a bat to the face of every consumer.
Yeah, it's Walking Dead was a
I
complete
didn't
crap
care.
show.
I mean, yes, for the rest of the world, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, it hurt buying the Walking Dead cards because I'm like, well, yeah, everybody has them now because they said they were never going to reprint them and then proceeded to reprint them.
So guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. When y'all said Animal Friend, I thought you were just saying like you wanted to run doggos. I didn't know you meant that there's a card called Animal Friend. So I'm gonna read the card now. Thanks. For a generic and a green enchant creature, enchanted creature has whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 green scroll token. Put a 1/1 counter on the token for each aura and equipment attached to this creature, other than Animal Friend. Seems good, right? That seems okay. Is this our best utility for that? Maybe.
As just things that make creature tokens.
Yeah, is that as good as it gets? Is there better?
I mean, there's like some equipment that make things when you attack. I'd rather just have like Loyal Apprentice than get Flying Hasty Thopters.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So
Brave the Sands, by the way. Brave the Sands is probably the best mass vigilance effect. That's just a straight up mass vigilance effect.
Brave the Sands?
Yeah.
Dude, you're saying entirely new words to me. I've never heard of this card.
It is a Cons of Tarkir.
Sold. I do like Loyal Apprentice a little bit more than Animal Friend. I'm sorry, guys. We have more tutors for Loyal Apprentice as well, so it's just easier to hit if we want to connect with that. She's also hasty, so she herself can like help us do the trick. I do think that's the best. I do think that's the best one. And if we want to add Breath of Fury, we technically could make that a combo as well.
By the way, forgot about this. Oh no, this gives mass haste, not mass vigilance. Never mind.
Concordant
This is
Crossroads.
Smooth voice of dissonant.
Dissonant,
Voice of
the Naya one. Yeah. The
yeah,
the
dissent.
one like kind of ish like. Okay, so Blasphemous Axe slash rank single combat would be good. You made me think of Split Up, and I added that. Blasphemous Axe would be good, but it would destroy our shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of
I like
Blasphemous
Split Up just a little
Acts.
bit more for the simple fact that we'll be able to time it better. I guess that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna look through all of the destroy all effects because there's probably destroy all non-equipped slash non-enchanted creatures.
Oh yeah. That's actually good tech
I
for
will
this.
find all of those for you.
For now, I'm gonna put the easy ones. So we'll put Winds of Abandon. We're gonna put Split Up. There's really not much else so far as mass removal is concerned from white. Blasphemous Axe sort of like the key one for red, but I'm not sure I like it in this particular list. And green is kind of SOL on that. I don't really want to use the Force of Vigor for any sort of enchantment or artifact removal. Are you high on any of like? Do you want to? Is deflecting SWAT? I'm sorry, a game changer?
No, it's not.
Oh, well,
It's just
we're kind
the
of
blue
slow
gray
to
ones.
get there. Do you want deflecting SWAT?
I like deflecting SWAT.
Okay.
It's a redirect removal from one of our things to an opponent's thing. The red
Okay.
redirects are significantly better in lower tiers because they can not only do they stop you from losing a thing, they make its own opponent loses something significant.
I like that in Bolt Bend though. And then, excuse me,
Bolt Bend
because
is
Bolt
good.
Bend's going to work well with Cloud once he's out. That's it for the redirects I think we would want to use, though, if I'm being honest. I'm going to start adding just, you know, Red Elemental Blast, Pyroblast, these kind of things. If only to stop game changers from our opponents, okay? Like, I'll Pyro. Ristic Study. Trust me. Trust me, I will. If I have the mana, I'll Pyro that shit. The best Vigilance thing. Oh, Reconnaissance for Vigilance, you're saying.
Oh yeah, Reconnaissance is the most insane card. I keep forgetting that that card exists.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So pay 0, remove target attacking creature from you control from combat and untap it. If you activate during end of combat, the creature will untap after it deals combat damage. Isn't that silly?
Tis good.
Is it really reconnaissance at that point? This is just this really is just saying
I
vigilance.
okay, you're gonna go in and do reconnaissance. Guy walks out of the building covered in blood. Finish my reconnaissance.
So what did you learn? He's like, well, I actually kind of got carried away. I killed most of them, and
I learned that the mob boss is gonna take 27 bullets to put down him and his entire organization.
We can go in there after I'm done. Report. You want to just go in there now, or? Well, I guess it's done. I think I've finished. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh shit! I forgot there's a secret lair version. Ah, oh, it's pretty dope. I'm not even trying to promote Secret Lair. I'm sorry, but this is I like the SLDs that look like movie posters. Can't be helped. I'm sorry. Trixie, thank you. Tanuki Transplanter. So some of these I haven't looked at. I'm sorry. So look at them now. For cost, transplanter or equipped creature attacks add green mana. Oh, Will, you brought this up. Did you want to run this? The equipment dog?
Oh, the Tanuki Transplanter. With Sword of Feast and Famine, we probably have enough ways to do this that we don't need Tanuki.
Well, you heard it from Will, folks. He doesn't like your suggestions.
Well, it was my suggestion. My suggestion initially. I just think that we have enough equipment already, and we can get around without it. But I still love that card.
Okay, so name some fun spells you want to include, like Swords to Plowshare. Or Path of Path to Exile, excuse me.
Abrade is still a good card.
Isn't there better Abrade in white now?
There's Bovine Intervention, there's Zoyoa's Justice, and we have the better Abrade in white, but it's sorcery, and I think we want more instants for the Sunforger.
Oh.
So Bovine Intervention and Abrade and Zoyoa's Justice are the three good Abrades.
Zoyoa's Justice.
It's very weird spell.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else removal wise. There's really good ones and they're not immediately clicking. We can run Nature's Claim or Natural State. Either one or both. I mean, how much like mainline removal do we need for artifacts or enchantments? I'm assuming a bit. Do you want any mass removal, by the way? Like the one that you could cycle and destroy all artifacts and enchantments. I mean, that sucks for us, actually. Probably don't want to do that. Actually, Legolas's quick reflexes, I suppose, pretty good.
Yeah, good protection / target removal.
Yeah, I want to add the Veil of Summer. Is Autumn Veil even necessary? I guess it's still good enough, right?
It's still a cantrip a lot of the time.
Right. And what's the green spell that's free to cast that puts a thing from your grave on top of your library? Noxious Revival.
No, yeah, Noxious.
That's pretty good.
Currently just looking through every single board wipe in the game to try to find one that mentions equipment.
Is there not? Or would it be the word?
I'm sure there is.
It might be attached. You might need to look for the word attach instead.
I'm doing that now.
I just want to state that Final
destroy
Fantasy
all creatures and all permanents attached to them. That's one, but that's the opposite of what we want.
We don't want to kill Cloud and all his friends. By the way, with 12 votes, we got Final Fantasy 7 in the lead. Stop. Can that really be everyone's favorite? It's fair if it is. Deflecting Palm. This is the enchantment.
No,
Instant.
deflecting palm is a sorcery, or it's an instant, I think.
Hmm. Do you like the Palm?
That's just prevent damage, right?
Yeah.
And then redirect it.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't need it.
I have Lightning Bolt in here. I've got. Wait. What's
There
the
does not appear to be a non-equipment
Was it
board
where
wipe.
is Wear and Tear? Is that the good one? The split Boros one?
Yeah, wear and tear.
Yeah, Wear and Tear is good. Any other mixed color ones you can think of?
White, red, red,
All
green.
my favorites are in other colors. Like Selesnya doesn't have any
Yeah.
good ones.
I
Teferi's
mean,
Protection is good with
Heliod's
Sunforger.
intervention is the only other removal I can think of that we haven't added yet.
That's mass.
It's target X and pay X into it.
Yeah, we can run Heliod's Intervention. I think that's fine. Oh, I guess we could run that enchantment too, which is not Banishing Light. Is it Banishing Light? The one that hits all three of your opponents? For each of your
Okay,
opponents.
Grasp of Fate.
Grasp of Fate. Is that good enough? Or yeah. Teferi's
It's
Protection is
pretty
good with
good.
Sunforger. Do you like T's Protection here? We didn't add any protection, by the
Isn't
way. We can add. We
isn't
can.
Sunforger 2 or less?
I
Am I
think it.
crazy?
I think it. I think it is. No, man, it
It's
costs
4 or
four.
less.
No, no,
It
no,
is
four
4 or
less.
less. Wow, that is
Because
much better than I thought.
wait,
Holy.
because I remember there was something I wanted to do with this at 4. And you got me thinking about it. So yeah, I mean, Teferi's Protection's fine. Is that a bracket 3 card for you, Will?
Uh, yeah, it is a scary card, but it's not like a table flipper.
Do you
It's
like?
just a overamped fog. Now, if you do things with Teferi's protection, that's bracket 4. But
Do you like Everybody Poops?
everybody lives, and it's a heroic intervention that's also a fog.
So better,
Mm.
better heroic intervention.
I think heroic's intervention is actually probably just better because I don't think we want to prevent damage in our combat deck.
Oh, how about the moms?
I like them. Protection is evasion.
Right. So Mother of Runes, Giver of Fucks, and of Runes
Grell
and
Vengelion.
Skrull Vangelion. I like all these things. Ooh, do you think we're gonna get an Evangelion set?
Not for a while, but I think it's potential. It'll probably be more of a secret layer than a set.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Gundam would have a set. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
Gundam
Gundam.
one. There's so many different types of Gundam that we could get a full-on Gundam. Even then, I think Gundam would get a secret layer just because there's not like a great specific Gundam universe.
You would have you that would just be all of them. I would think they would do like because there's different there's like Gundam in space and there's like Gundam on land. And they could just
Yeah, but
take like
it's
the
like
Gundam from
that's
like the space Gundam franchises or the separate series
yeah,
and sagas.
but they're like their own TV show series from separate universes, so I don't think we'd have them as one set. Unless we have a Aether Drift version of Gundam where it's just, oh, here's all of the Gundam linked together through play. I would love that if we had Ikoria, but with Gundam to have Godzilla versus like a Pacific Rim
Oh
style.
yeah, yeah. I would just go for Pacific Rim at that point. Just the first movie. Just
Oh,
reference
that'd
that one.
be yeah, that'd be funny if we did get like a Gundam plane and then the next plane was Gundam and Ikoria clashing. That'd be funny.
I'm a fan of Gundam. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing in the world. I like 8th MS Team probably the best from any of the Gundams, and then I guess the one what's the one? These hands of mine are burning red. Burning Finger, Shining Hand. No, Is this not?
I don't know that. I
Damn it! The Gundams were really cool, and there was just like a lot of the robot fist to robot fist combat. Oh fuck me, man! I don't remember the name of it. If you
the
remember the name of
only
that Gundam series, let me know,
the
please.
only two Gundam series I really know, and three. The only three Gundam series I know are Gurren Lagann, which is the first anime I ever watched, Evangelion, and Darling in Franxx or Frisk or
Darling in the Frank. Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
one was
G
very
Gundam, G
popular.
Gundam,
But
man. Talking
I
about G Gundam. Sorry.
I have to say,
Hold
Darling in
on.
the Franxx, that was a very different experience depending on if you watched it subbed or dubbed. Like that was one where it felt so much more like so much. It felt different depending on if you listened to it in subbed versus dubbed by miles. Yeah, G Gundam.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
something.
had a shoot here. Sorry, I'm just trying to look it up. I had like the Burning Finger model, and my brother had his like original Gundam, which is the one with the shining hand. I think that's what they're called. The movie's pretty good. The series is pretty good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I say G Gundam's up there for me. I haven't watched this in a long time though, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Between Gundam and Zoids, I kind of preferred Zoids. I'm sorry. Berserker Fury. Please tell me you know what Berserk
I know
Fury
this.
is. Yeah,
I know that one.
it's like the pale lavender pink T-Rex with like cool claw thingies. At any rate, Zoids is up there for me. Shield Dagger all the way. All right, I think that's probably as much as we want to cram into this deck. We got to cut a lot of shit, but
Yeah,
that is going to be Cloud X Soldier. Please continue to vote on your favorite Final Fantasy game, and if it's not there, because there's a ton of them, let me know what your actual favorite is. These are just like the 3D ones, basically the popular 3D ones in sequence. But yeah, we've got a deck here. We need to make some cuts. I'm interested in seeing how well this works. We have 134 cards, Will.
we got 34 cuts, and we're not going for lands. I think that we can go for some of the value stuff. Um,
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, G Gundam was really up there for me. I agree with you though. Like when I woke up for school in the 90s, Zoids was like the show that was on early morning, so I would like be eating and watching Zoids.
let's get rid of the ramp equipment and the ascension, and then the four drop
Hold
white
up.
equipment.
The Canvas banner. Okay, so we're keeping. You want to get rid of Bitterhorn, and you want to get rid of Sword of the Animist.
Yeah, Sword of the Animus, Bitterhorn, and
Sword of the
Kemba's
Animist is two,
Banner.
right? Okay, yeah.
And
So
then
those are
there's
gone.
the Nausea or whatever that sword was that's Ascension, give all your things +1/+1.
Andrew. No, that's not it. We have Nettle Cyst on here. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. The living
Wait,
weapon.
you may not have added it actually. What? Yeah, you didn't add that thing that I was talking about. Never mind, we're good. We don't have to
Do you
cut the
like
things.
Nettle Cyst in here though?
Uh, which one was that? That was
Comes in with a germ. Comes in with a germ. Gets +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control.
I do like that just because that's uh yeah, living weapon. Living weapon is what tips it over the side for me to be a good enough card.
Yeah, you just have a thing you can equip stuff to. Make sure you equip it with something that has defense before you move this off of it if you're trying to Nettle Cyst Cloud. But you'll be
Swing
good
with
after
my
that.
2-0.
Chainsaw maybe just doesn't make the cut. Like it's good removal, but it does take a while to get to the +3 we're requiring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
probably
whatever one or more creatures die, put a ref counter on it. Never mind. It's a 4-person. I mean, things will die just subsequently.
not that quickly though. But I even like +4/+0 on equipment. We already have enough equipment that we don't need that.
Right. Do we need as much protection as we have with equipment like Swiftfoot Boots, Lightning Greaves? I like Lightning Greaves because it's a free equipment, a free equip and a free draw ultimately. Thran Power Suit was another suggestion that we added. It is equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each or an equipment attached to it, and it has Ward 2.
I
Um,
think we can probably cut that because I don't know if we're
yeah.
stacking a ton.
I like Nettle Sith just a little bit more. We're gonna switch our Soul Ring art because that's important. Um, hold up.
Do we want to get rid of Dan Lewis and Bludgeon Brawl? Like we probably have sufficient amounts of equipment. Those are just going to help us go a bit wide, but how wide are we going?
The answer is potentially.
Let's look for other
Does
cuts
Commander's
first.
Plate do enough? Yeah, yeah, it does. It does. It
Yeah,
does. I guess blue
plus
and
three,
black.
and stop us from getting some stuff removed is just good.
Okay, we got a lot here, Will. I'm gonna take out Hellkite Charger for now. I know it's a 2-in-1 combo there, but I'm not as high on it. Or just remember Marath is our Cloud ex-soldier, so we're gonna keep him in there.
I think
Before we look at creatures,
we can get rid of some of the free equipped stuff because a lot of our equip costs are pretty low already.
such as, I mean, Pure Steel Paladin's still good.
Yeah, like Pure Steel Paladin is fine because it draws, but it's like a Arden.
Uh,
Arden is not too necessary.
no, no.
We can
Let's start at the top. Do you want to use Godo?
um we can cut Godo.
Yeah, I'm still
6 mana
fine.
for tutor to field isn't
Amazing.
super crazy good.
Halvar was suggested, but what is how creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike? Feels pretty good. At the beginning of each combat, you may attach an aura equipment. He's 4 mana for this, but he's also an equipment in a pinch for us, which I don't think we're ever going to be in that sort of bind. I don't know why you wanted Tracinus Ogre, Will. I'm taking that out.
I know, I'm not crazy. I just had Godo on the mind. I don't know, man.
It's okay. I forgive you. Wait, Halvar, does Halvar's sword side like bounce a thing? I forgot.
When the equipped creature dies, it gets returned to hand, I believe.
Eh,
I'll check the backs. Whenever the equipped creature dies, return. Yeah, I was literally on the dot.
you like Jetmir in this deck though?
Yeah, because
It's like a,
mass
a
vigilance
finisher.
and potential
Yeah.
double strike. It's
Yeah, yeah.
if we don't have enough equipment, it makes up for it.
Codsworth's pretty good. Codsworth's
Uh,
good.
Hodsworth's
It's
still probably fine, just because Ward 2 to our commander and is a dork to play stuff.
Kellen the Fey-Blooded. We're probably doing Birthright Boon, right? So it's just a 2 mana sorcery tutor for aura and equipment.
It's open the armory, but it can become a body.
It's a little bit better open the armory then, yeah. Yeah.
It's also
Ranger,
instant speed open the armory, right?
no sorcery, sadly.
Oh,
Sorry. Bloom Tender, good.
yeah.
Dan Lewis can go. I think Lion Sash can go. Are we that
But
worried about? Are we that? I hate to say it, but are we really concerned about grave combos?
well, it's less about grave combos and more just that we can pay a bunch of mana to make it big, and it's either a body or an equipment.
I know, but do we really need a mana sink?
Well, we are
At the
making
cost of
2 treasures every turn, Patrick.
we
Gotta
just
do
said we got
something with
all this
that mana.
treasure. We got all this treasure to blow. Okay. Priest of Titania. What's she hitting? What does she got to tap for to be worth it? 2?
Just other people running elves makes Priest of Titania
Yeah.
pretty good. She can make like 3 mana by herself
I
pretty
guess in
consistently.
B3 she'll get there. All right, Pure Steel Paladin, good. SRAM Senior Edificer, good.
Yeah, Saram is good enough.
How about Stoneforge Mystic?
Yes, very much. Crazy dumb card.
Arbor Elf, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Delighted Halfling, Birds of Paradise, Elvish Spirit, Elvish Mystic, excuse me, Esper Sentinel, Find Horn Elves, Giver of Runes, Llanowar Elves, Molt Tender, Mother of Runes, Ragavan, and Skrelv Defector Might. All good, right?
All the 1-drops seem good.
God, I love Skrelv. Do love Skrelv. Okay.
But
Carpet
you refuse to do the Skrelv Infinite in Oswald.
I think I've done it once. I have done it once. I'm never forced to do it, but it is the best way to win. Sigarda's Aid. Is this an auto equip you want to get rid of, Will?
That's just equipment's ETB equip, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
You do like it.
Yeah, I like Sigarda's Aid only because if we have dorks, we can just play equipment, equip them onto the dorks, and swing next turn. Sigarda's Aid is very good.
You don't like Bludgeon Brawl.
It if we were to keep either Dan Lewis or Bludgeon Brawl, I think
Bludgeon Brawl.
Bludgeon Brawl is the better
Yeah.
of the two. But I don't think we really need either. We have sufficient equipment, and if we're just trying to get like 3 equipment and go from there,
Yeah.
we don't need it.
Uh. Okay.
I
Have you
also
ever
don't think we don't need Brave the Sands. We have
what?
Jetmir and we have the reconnaissance.
Yeah, that's fair. I think 2 is probably enough. How about Forge anew? Do you still feel okay about that?
I like it. I do like the recursion of it.
Let's start at sorceries and then work our way back. We've got Turn Timber Symbiosis. We've got Split Up. We've got Finale of Devastation. Open the Armory. Shatter Skull Smashing. Winds of Abaddon. Sylvan Tutor with its best art. Thank you, special guest. Steel Shaper Gift. And Gomblay.
I think Sylvan Tutor is the only potential cuttable one of any of these, but I
Ooh.
still like Sylvan Tutor.
Yeah. I mean, we need to cut 22 more cards, so I don't blame you. How about Planeswalkers, Will? The Ether Spark?
I don't think we need the Ether Spark. I think we're fine. We can cut it.
We've got 29 lands to include 1, 2, 3 MDFCs minimally.
32 lands is good considering the fact that we're running a metric crap ton of dorks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You think 32 lands is fine?
I think 32 lands is fine, yeah. Also, we can get rid of the mutations probably.
Oh,
Like,
damn. Did you hear that,
for
folks?
instance,
Okay, let's take a close look here. So we've got Bolt Ben, Wear and Tear. Wear and Tear is good enough for me. Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection, you say?
Fairy's Protection is a maybe, but uh, in bracket 3, it's usually just a fog/heroic intervention. We can probably cut to Fairy's Protection.
Is that bad that we feel that way? Over a
It's not a
card?
bad card. It's just that in bracket 3, you're not seeing, like, you're not in a positions where you need to Fairy's Protection a lot of the time.
Wolfsbane. I really like the Gruul and Selesnya make a creature destroy a thing cards, but Will hates them. Those were his words.
The mutations are fun, but sadly, we're not here to play games. We're here to play card games.
We're not here to play games, we're here to win them. uh, okay. I guess we can cut them. Sorry, man. I tried to keep them in, but I couldn't resist Will's pull. Natural states. Heroic intervention and heroic intervention. No, that's Heliod's intervention. I'm even wearing my glasses. I'm like, what is going on here? Heliod's intervention is cute.
We could cut it if we wanted to.
I don't
We
know.
have sufficient target removal on certain things, and the only thing we have to worry about is enchantment removal. But we have enough green ones, I think.
Legolas has quick reflexes.
Actually, is that true? We have like one thing of enchantment removal. We might want to keep Heliod's intervention, actually.
No, we have a natural state and nature's claim, sir.
Yeah, but what is it? Nature's Claim?
And wear and tear, good sir.
Oh yeah, Wear and Tear. That's that. Yeah, we got 3.
I
still
can't
like
tell
Heliod.
who's Cloud and who's Zach now. I like Zach more. Yeah, Cloud's personality is kind of annoying, honestly. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I did like him enough, I suppose. Crisis Core is really good though. Play that game if you haven't played it. REB Pyro.
We might be able to get rid of REB and Pyro. Counter spells are less prevalent in bracket 3.
You really think? You really think? You don't want to counter Heuristic Study? You want to destroy Heuristic Study, sir?
I mean, if someone is playing Ristic Study in bracket 3, then we'll just silently punch the crap out of them. With our professional reconnaissance tactics of
we're making the treasures to pay for the spells, actually.
that's
there you
also
go.
true.
Yeah, fuck it. Pyroblast.
Ristic Study is also just significantly worse in bracket 3 because people are trying to play like 1 or 2 big spells a turn, so they'll pay for it.
How about Veil of Summer and Autumn's Veil? Still good?
Uh, which one is the? It's Autumn. Yeah, Autumn's Veil is the bad
Autumn's
one.
the
We can get rid
weaker
of Autumn's
one.
Veil, but we
Autumn's the
can keep
weaker
Veil
one.
Summer.
Yeah, so we're down to 19 instant speed spells. We need to cut 14 more cards, people. I really like all of our sorceries. I'm with you on Sylvan Tutor being the weakest link, and if we need to cut a card right now, I'll cut it. So let's do that. I can honestly cut one land, just for now. Go down to 31. An Exotic Orchard's the slowest one. I do have Dryad Arbor in the list, and I think I want to keep it because it's a body that can swing. Um, of these though, Tarnished Citadel's shit, but still fine. We can take out Yavimaya Hollow. It does regenerate a creature. Do you care for that? Do you care for land utilities like that, Will?
Mm,
He sounds iffy. It's going to the side. I'm just trying to make the auto cuts. Carpet Flowers is amazing. Reconnaissance is amazing. Carter's Aid is amazing. Fortune New, I'm just teetering on the edge with this one. Just because we need to make cuts. I'm going to leave it off to the
we
side
could
for
cut
now.
it. We can cut it because we're not using an equipment as like none of our equipments are the best thing in our deck because the main combo equipments we have are the Reaver Cleaver and Sword of Feast and Famine, and those are just so that we can win the game with Aggravated Assault or Hellkite, which I think Hellkite's still cut, right?
Hellkite is cut, but there is something else that wins with it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait, didn't we put something else in here that wins with it? I mean, I'm honestly fine with just those two things and aggravated
Aggravated
assault.
Assault. It's Aggravated Assault and Hellkite are the two.
Well, I took the Hellkite out already.
We can remove Tenza. It's a decent stat card, but Cloud auto equip stuff, so Tenza would just go on something other than Cloud, but it really wants
Right.
to go on Cloud.
No, I'm with you. It feels kind of like squandered. I would say that the only counterspell worth it for this deck is Tybalt's Trickery. Yeah, I forgot to include that in our lineup here, but we're already making so many cuts. I do think, man, I do like Tybalt's Trickery, though. Do you think Tybalt's Trickery is good in a B3 list?
Yeah, I think because Tybalt's Trickery hitting somebody's big, dumb, insane swingy spell is good enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see what bracket this is in. Maybe it's not putting it in a bracket yet because we were over by 10 cards. All right, so we can keep making cuts. It's probably gonna have to be some creatures next, Will. Hate
Alright.
to say it. Hate to say it. But is Loyal Apprentice necessary? Are we running combos for Loyal
We can
Apprentice?
we can cut Loyal Apprentice. I think that we don't need to make more bodies.
No.
We also
How far
probably
feels like a bridge too far? I think by the
oh,
time
I
we get
didn't even
Halvar,
realize Halvar was still in. Yeah, we cut a Halvar.
yeah. Just because like by the time we get him in, I feel like we've probably done everything we were gonna do with him.
We can cut Malt Tender just
It's
because
still
I
one of the
don't.
weaker ones.
Yeah, it's the weakest link.
Damn. Weaker than Dryad Arbor? Actually, yeah, weaker than Dryad Arbor. I'd rather be able to just fetch Dryad Arbor. We're not using Green Sun Zenith, by the way.
Yeah, we're not running Green Sun Zenith because a lot of our good creatures aren't green.
You hear that, Watsy?
Honestly,
A lot of good
we
creatures
could
aren't green.
probably cut SRAM because SRAM's just bad pure steel paladin in this list.
Ooh. The Absence Pilgrim could be cut. It doesn't go with the elf set. Yeah, if we're trying to do a build our own elf set, then yeah, he doesn't fit the mold. It is white mana. And how much of our deck is white? There are 11. Wait. I'm sorry. The inner is the land. Outer is our cards. There are 30 white cards. White is the highest color count in pips right now. But that does
Would Devoted Druid be cuttable by kind of the same metric as it only taps for colorless except for specifically Cloud? Well, Cloud and Jet
Oh,
Mirror
the
and
Delighted. Delighted can go to cast. Does Delighted work on Kellen? I guess it would. It's a legendary spell, right?
Kellen, Jet Mirror, Ragavan, and Cloud. Those are the four things.
Codsworth.
Oh, Codsworth, yeah.
Any other legendary spell? Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, no, it could pay for the Reaver Cleaver.
Is it legendary spell or legendary
I think
creature?
Delighted Halfling says legendary spell. Wait. Spend that mana only to cast a
Spell?
legendary
Spell?
spell. And that spell can't be countered. I mean, Reaver Cleaver is a finisher. It's kind of cute to.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they're probably going to be more concerned about Aggravated Assault than they would be Reaver Cleaver.
true.
I feel like Reaver Cleaver is going to be fine. That's really interesting to know. Legendary spell. I think in terms of Delighted Halfling, I feel like we usually think of it just hitting a creature, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad. Good job, Hobbit. Halfling, excuse me. Okay, so we need to cut a few more cards here. And we need to cut 6 cards. And then we're gonna move on and try the shit out of this deck.
Do we need Ranger Captain of Eos? Like, it finds Esper Sentinel, but
Ranger Captain finds Esper Sentinel, and like the other best case scenario is like a
mothers, the
giver or
moms.
mother. Yeah. Yeah. Is that
I
good
don't think
enough?
we need it. We have better tutors.
Do you not like the silence?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
just if
people
you're trying
aren't
to
doing.
close, if you're trying to close out a game, wouldn't it be like, well, I mean, I guess if you put silence on the stack, they'll probably just remove your thing in response anyways, right?
Yeah, like if they have instants, they'll try to do instant things in response, or they'll just say, "Okay, you silenced me. I play a big creature."
It feels weird to say that it's not worth it, but
Yeah,
I feel like maybe in a cEDH setting, it's a little bit more in a
people run less creatures in cEDH,
B5
which is why
setting.
it's so good.
Yeah, in a B5 setting, I should say. It's good.
You could say
Um,
cEDH. We know what you mean.
oh no. I'm confusing them. Are you okay? Do you guys understand what I mean? Sunforger feels just okay. I know it puts us there.
Yep. Sunforger
I
and a
don't
Commander's Plate are
know.
probably our two cuttable equipments
I just
because
don't care about Sunforger. I know it's a good card in lower power levels, and we're in B3. But does it still feel like does it feel like a good card?
it's recursive removal, but we do have to keep paying, what is it, like 5 mana to keep throwing it around.
With the auto equip stuff, we took out Forge Anew, we took out Halvar, we
Well,
left Pure Steel
it's
Paladin.
Pure Steel Paladin and the drone guy, what's his name? Codsworth. Codsworth and Pure Steel
Those
Paladin
are the
are
best
two.
ones. Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
best ones, hands down. Um,
And then we still have to pay
so
two to use it over and over and over again. And what we're hitting every single time is literally just removal.
well, I mean, we could do a enlightened tutor, I guess.
Yeah,
I
and
just want to say it does hit everything in our deck. So like all of our instants, I should say, it does hit every instance. So that's neat.
yeah, but do we care about our instance outside of just removing stuff? Maybe it's
No.
Lightning Greaves is the hit instead of Sunforger, just because Cloud already has haste and Shroud is kind of,
Bad.
what is it, antithetical to equipments because we can't target stuff. But
Well,
it's also
let's.
free equip for Cloud and everything, so it's probably
No,
fine.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's,
keep the Swiftfoot booties just because it's a little bit more effective in this list, in a list where I'm imagining we'll have mana. Is that weird of me? I mean, I think that the Lightning Greaves would go onto a dork. I think it would go onto something else, and not Cloud. Cloud is gonna like strap on something else. Sunforger is good when it comes to with a big package. It works best in just Boros decks, and you can fill more of that package. Yeah, I don't know. Here's my thing. I'm never gonna seek out Sunforger, and if I just happen to have it, then it's like a nicety. But I would rather go for any one of these other equipments. By the way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 equipment.
yeah. Actually, looking at it, Sunforger is horrible in the deck because we only have like 6 targets for it. Let's see, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 targets for
Oh, does it
Sunforger,
only hit red and white cards?
red
Yeah.
and white.
Are you gonna do B4, B5 Y'shtola deck? Y'shtola? I need to look at I'll keep Cloud up here for reference, I'm sorry. Let me look at Y'shtola really quick. Sorry, we're gonna
You still as the cat, the Esper
the
cat.
the The cat girl. Ooh. Ooh.
The beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 more life, draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, deal 2 to each opponent and gain 2 life. I want to point out, that says deal 2, not each opponent loses 2 life. That does curiosity BS.
The answer is maybe now. The answer became maybe.
Yeah.
Because I still like this with, like, you know, the untappy effects, but like most of them are creatures, like the frantic search to untap lands. That's kind of cool though. That's really cheeky. And there's some life gain synergy too you can fool with. I
I
don't know
feel like
about.
I gain 8.
Do you want to do like a uncorked Y'shtola?
Yeah, I mean, like, Y'shtola Bolas Citadel is probably just insane by itself because you
Mm-hmm.
cast stuff for free, and if it's big enough, then you gain some of the life back.
All right, guys, we're very close to rounding off this list. Obviously, if you're here during the live, feel free to let us know what you'd like to incorporate, but I definitely want to get to play testing this in a second. Let's make some quick cuts here, Will. 3 cards. What goes? I think we can cut some of this equipment. I'm just looking for the one I like the least at this point.
We already cut SRAM, we already cut,
Or equipment at this point.
oh, yeah.
Which is the worst of the equipment? Do we need pre-war formal wear in this deck? It gets back all of our stuff except for Jetmir and Witch Enchanter.
It's such a good card by the fact that it can get back, what's his name? Stoneforge Mystic.
It's also, so here's what I'm gonna say. It does make them vigilant, but it is only +2/+2. So it feels like equipment that would go on something other than Cloud, but we do need equipment to go on things other than Cloud. So it's like not bad in that sense. It is a 3 equip cost though, so it's high.
Yeah, but it's ETB equipped. That's the only time when it really matters. Like it enters, it gets a thing and equips to it. That's its whole game plan.
Does Jetmir give haste?
No,
Vigilance?
he's vigilance, trample, then double strike.
All right. Well, it kind of sucks that they're not hasty. Obviously, everything else is coming before Cloud. He is 5 CMC, so it's like we should have these things down before him, and they should hopefully be able to attack. Oh, I said really quickly.
We might be able to get rid of adaptive Omni tool because we only have 20 artifacts in the entire deck.
Oh, that's not true. There's Lion Sash and Skrelv.
Yeah, so
Oh, is that your 20?
22.
Oh, no,
22. Considering that we're looking at the top 6, then maybe we hit them consistently enough.
no. It is awkward. It is awkward. I do think it would be a +3/+3 though. Reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Okay, so it doesn't need to be. Do we have any artifact lands? I don't think we are. I don't know why we would. No, maybe you're right. I mean, 20 out of 100, that is 1/5, and we see the top 6.
Yeah, I don't think it's giving +3/+3, but it is drawing consistently.
I feel like we can sideline it for now. I mean, look, so what's the best case scenario with adaptive Omni tool? It just helps us build out a board to like win the game. It kind of sucks because, like, you know, we'll bin some other good cards, but it's like we're drawing our artifacts. It's an equipment based deck. We need to attach things. We're getting treasures. No, I think we keep it. I think it'll be progressively better in the deck. It just doesn't offer anything beyond its damage. Do we still run Dranith? It seems
is
like
really just when this attacks, draw a card. And at that point, Rogue Gloves are about as good as it. So are we gonna play a functional Rogue's Gloves
or
in this deck?
Mask of Memory, or no. Okay, yeah, we can take that out. That's a good way to look at it. And is Dranith still necessary?
Dranith is still just such a sick card. It stalls out the game by itself. It's brutal. I think we keep it just because it's that brutal.
I'm only keeping Lion Sash because it's both a creature and a body.
We can get rid of Lion Sash if you want, just because we don't need a bunch of graveyard hate. Stuff isn't going to be dying too consistently, so it's not going to be making itself bigger too consistently. And I don't know if we want to float mana a lot of the time to use Lion Sash. So We can get rid of Lion Sash. I think it's fine.
One more card, Will.
All right.
Destroy target artifact or creature. It's
Weirdly enough,
controller.
is it just open the armory? I think that's our worst equipment tutor in the entire deck.
Yeah. Yeah, but yes. But then we're taking away two things that find artifacts. It's probably still fine.
Well, I mean, like Omni Tools just draw, but open the armory is a tutor. But we already have like how many other tutors do we have? So we got one, two.
Is Gamble
We
better than Open the Armory? Probably.
yeah. Finding creatures is very good utility.
It's weird. This is my first time building for B3. I just want to say, so I don't really know. It's weird capping like the amount of staples you'd see in a cEDH deck, but I'm kind of enjoying this. There's a lot of stuff that is just for the strategy, but no, Kellen's better. So let me just look at Jetmir one more time. Is this really the gas? Is this really the tits? Is this really the bee's knees? Six creatures is a lot, Will.
Yeah, but giving mass vigilance is kind of like the reason why we have Jetmir. But if we hit double, like if we hit 6, then trampled everything ends games.
Joining late. The Kellen is a tutor with upside. Yeah, Nathan Brothers, 100%. All right, gang. I think that's it for Cloud X Soldier so far as cuts are concerned. Guys, if you're just joining, thank you. Feel free to let us know what your favorite Final Fantasy game is between 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if it's not on that, feel free to leave it in the comments because I'm curious to know. What cards are you excited to see? We've gone a handful of spoilers from this set. Obviously, a lot of goodies up front. We want to brew the Dimir Legend Saturday, but I could leave it to a poll instead if you guys would prefer Y'shtola or Schmelch. Stelch. I didn't play the game with that guy. But I'm excited to play this list. Guys, if you're excited for it as well, please leave a like. How about that? That'll just let me know you're excited. But also, you've been hanging out this whole time, and it goes a long way. Also, a little PSA. There is a link to TCG Player in the description. So if you're going to buy singles from this set, do so there. That also goes a long way. But yeah, Cloud X Soldier, we have a stand-in for him right now, and it's Marath Will of the Wild. So if you see that in the CZ, don't be confused. I think we're good to start, but I'm going to let this run. Oh, that's great. Let's do I want to start up the poll really quickly for you guys between Y'shtola and Schmelk. Emmett Shelk. What would you rather brew? So Emmett Selk is on the screen now. And then we have Y'shtola here. Am I saying that wrong, Will? How would you pronounce that?
Emmett Selch?
Y'shtola?
Oh, Y'shtola, yeah. Let's see.
So mind you,
Y'shtola and Emmett Selch.
We'll be doing this as a cEDH list specifically. Okay, so do bear that in mind.
Emmett would be cEDH. Y'shtola would probably be bracket 4.
Before, yeah. So it's weird because I think, obviously I think the editor is going to give us a ranking anyways. But we go ahead and select our ranking from the get-go. High power to cEDH for sure between the two of these. Whatever one you would prefer to see, just let us know. Will, how do you feel about this list?
For Cloud,
yeah,
I think it's fun. It's probably like, even though it runs a ton of tutors and a ton of game changers, I feel like it's probably going to play on the higher end of bracket 2, but it's probably bracket 3.
Would you say that this is as good as Captain America? And no, I would say that Captain America was like, I would say that Captain America was B3 minimally.
Captain America was like B4. It was merely cEDH what we had.
Our Captain America deck, I'm not going to brag, but I will right now, was really good. I thought it was really good. Do we keep this hand, Will? Plains, Esper Sentinel. Nothing else.
I mean, Plains Esper Sentinel is just nuts.
All right, so Plains Esper Sentinel, Elvish Mystic, Kellen, the Reaver Cleaver, Wear Tear, which we can only cast Tear, and Colossal Hammer. Hell yeah, look at this art. Hell yeah, look at that art. That's so good. Um, assuming we're on the play, we have a Clive card. I'm excited for a Clive card. We have a Clive card? Final Fantasy 13-2 is your favorite. That's the one with lightning, right? Because I remember playing the first one with lightning and I was just iffy on it. But I'll go back if they make a collection. Or if there is a collection, Drax, please let me know. Lightning, snow. Who are all the main characters for Alan? I played a 6-hour game because of stacks. Glissa, Brago, Zergo Helm Smasher, and I was running Planeswalker to Fairy. Winter Orb and Smokestacks was played turn 2 and 5. Jesus. Wow, a 6-hour game. I don't know if I have that kind of dedication. Will, do you want to play this Esper Sentinel hand?
I think it could be good as long as we hit a green source like by the next turn with a draw of Esper
Okay,
Sentinel.
so let's just assume that we are on the play and we do this. We draw a card. I have Turn Timber Symbiosis. Okay, so I'll do Esper Sentinel to start.
Funnily enough, I think Esper Sentinel is better if we're not on the play in bracket 4 because people are more likely to do 2-mana rocks instead of 1-mana rocks.
Well, this is bracket 3.
Or yeah, bracket 4 or below. You know what I mean.
Lightning and Caius Ballad. We've got to see a lightning card. I mean, I think she is a fan favorite. Force of Negation, Force of Will, Fierce Guardianship, All Trigger, Y'shtola. Oh, Drax. I see now. All the free to cast shit. Yeah, that's actually quite good.
Doesn't Y'shtola
cool.
say 4 greater?
3 or greater.
3 or greater.
3 or greater, my guy. That's pretty good. 4 for the end of step thing. There's a lot of numbers here. There's 4, 3, and 2 are the numbers to look at. I don't know if there's any relevance or significance to those numbers. I know Cloud's 7 obviously makes sense. Did we consider Charismatic Conqueror? We did not, but we can look that up in a second. Well, how many cards are you going to say Esper Sentinel will net us?
Probably just 1.
Realistically?
It likely draws more than 1, but we'll say 1.
We'll say 1, and then we'll take our turn. Okay, so we have a Turn Timber Symbiosis that we're going to promptly flip. So we'll transform that.
Going with Y'shtola, with just doing like Curiosity Burn stuff, you could probably make a cEDH Y'shtola deck.
Yeah, I really...
We can make bracket 4, and then if it works well enough, we can say we were building bracket 5 the whole time.
Well, right now, Y'shtola has 86% of the vote, so it looks like we're doing that Saturday anyways. Sorry, wow, I led this by saying one guy, and if you only watch the first 20 minutes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Emmett has a really, really dumb cEDH combo, so we may not be building Emmett, so I can explain Emmett for those who don't know.
Well, let's wait. I'm trying to figure out this turn. Do we Felwar Stone into Elvish Mystic?
We can do that.
Right, because I was going to do like Colossus Hammer / Elvish Mystic, but this just makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, obviously, what's good about Esper Sentinel, and it's never been relevant really until now, is that it's X is equal to its power.
Yeah.
So, if we put a Colossus Hammer on this, we're going to draw a lot of cards. We're going to draw should
everything.
We put
Pay the 11?
No, do it. Should we put Magnetic Theft and Lightning Greaves back in the deck? So, like, Magnetic Theft the hammer and then go to equip Greaves. Or while the equipment is on the stack, we'll be like...
We still have Pure Steel Paladin and all that, so we should be fine.
I know. But... that'd be hilarious, dude. Oh my god. That by the end of this test round, Colossus Hammer will be on Esper Sentinel, damn it. Conqueror's Flail can go on Cloud, that's fine. Okay, I think this is good. This puts us at 4 mana minimally. We could say we get 2 draw this time, just to be more favorable to us. Just to get the ball rolling, because if we don't pull a land, we're kind of screwed, if I'm being honest with you. I want a Kai's card so bad. I could go with Zidane, honestly. I could so far as here's what I would like to see from the Final Fantasy set. Obviously I want to see Buster Sword, but I want to see a Gunblade. Specifically Zephyr's Gunblade. His looked so sick. Like I know the Lionheart, like Squall's Gunblade looks cool. It's a revolver. But Zephyr's blade looks just so much better in my opinion. I would love to see that. So far as equipment is concerned, I guess like obviously Buster Sword over Ultimate Weapon. And man, Hard Edge is pretty classic too, though. I'm just thinking about those 7 and 8. But there's a bunch of like iconic weapons that would be really cool to see as equipment. And clearly like there are characters that care about equipment, so hopefully we see more of it. Did you guys see the new foil Llanowar Elves art? Got mine in the mail? No, Nathan. Esper Sentinel is stupid in Hashiton. Esper Sentinel is dumb in Hashiton? I could see that. Would you discard Esper Sentinel to make a 4/4 Esper Sentinel?
You get more draw.
Yeah, you certainly do. All right, well, let's take our turn. Sorry, you can explain Emmett Selk. I'm sorry, he's on the screen now.
So if you pull up the anime art as opposed to the official art, because then I can show the meme as well.
Oh wait, where he's not snapping though. What do you mean? Is there different art?
No, it's not the snap meme. The how many cards in your hand to begin with, how many cards you have in hand afterwards.
Oh.
So, for those who don't know, Emmett, when he enters and attacks, you loot, and if you have enough cards in your graveyard, he flips. And the backside says, you may play cards from your graveyard during your turn. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard for anywhere, exile it instead. The game plan is that you can play cards from your graveyard and keep all of them on the stack, like just a bunch of instants. And then you play a bounce spell, bouncing Hades, the backside of Emmett, and then put that to your hand, or Flicker. Flicker does the same thing. And then the stack resolves and all the cards get put to the graveyard because Hades is no longer in play. That means that you can use an extra turn spell and any bounce spell to loop through your graveyard infinite times, drawing through your deck, and then winning the game. So Emmett has the ability to combo with pretty much any piece of removal and an extra turn spell or a couple different other effects. So Emmett is good. Emmett combos with a ham sandwich.
Sorry, we turn 3 we missed a land drop despite us taking 2 off the Esper Sentinel, but all I did was drop Delighted Halfling and Swiftfoot Boots and equip Swiftfoot Boots to our Esper Sentinel just to...
Now, may I give the counter argument of playing Colossal Hammer instead of Swiftfoot Boots so that we have we can play Cloud next turn if we didn't hit a land?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we could still play Colossus Hammer and Cloud right now.
Well, yeah, it's because we top deck.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I took 1 draw off Esper Sentinel and sorry, there's just a ruckus outside my door. Have you seen an actual real life Gunblade that's in the Metropolitan Museum of Art? What? The Masamune?
There's plenty examples of real life Gunblades. A lot of people have made Gunblades.
Oh yeah, I was definitely a Kingdom Hearts kid. Yeah, no, that's so funny. Yeah, I loved God, Kingdom Hearts was so good. But yeah, Leon, badass. That's so funny. And I know a lot of people aren't like huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII, but I really enjoyed that game. Wasn't there an alien named Pooh in that one? Sephiroth's sword needs to have reach. Sephiroth's sword needs to have reach 100%, Angelus. I think his sword is just Masamune. If you were to look at his equipment when you get to play him, when you do like Cloud as a soldier, way back. And I didn't know there's an actual Gunblade in the Met. I didn't know that, honestly. I would go to see that. Thank you for bringing that up. So I'm gonna grab the plateau, I guess, Will, with the marsh flats. Yeah,
that works. We know what we're doing this turn.
Yeah, no, this should be fairly obvious. So Swiftfoot Boots are clearly going to stay on Esper Sentinel. We would obviously want him to have a little bit more power, but let's just pretend we can get in on someone with him. Let's go ahead and use Delighted Halfling to cast Cloud, but let's start with our Colossus Hammer. We can use the planes for Colossus Hammer, and then we'll tap here for a green, here for a green, here for white, red, and green, white, red, if that's 5. Okay, whoop, play Cloud. And as we know, he'll ETB and auto attach up to 1 target equipment. We're obviously going to go for the Colossus Hammer here, provided this is all good with everyone. In it's not like he has trample or anything, so I don't think it's too scary. I think they just need to put their best blocker up. But we're gonna go ahead and attack with Esper
He
Sentinel and
doesn't have
Cloud.
trample yet.
Fact.
Give him one turn.
We're gonna attack with Esper Sentinel and Cloud. Let's just say that Esper has one target. Cloud will smack and just murk something appropriate, and then we'll make 2 treasures. Because he's definitely, very definitely over 7 power.
And based off the theme from the set, we're gonna say Cloud got blocked by Aerith and he pulled the Sephiroth.
Oh god. God. Oh yeah, that's got to be a card. Holy shit.
I'm waiting for them to print cut down with that art.
Ooh, Holy exists in Magic the Gathering, right? Like the materia that drops from her head. Hold up. Is Holy a card? Just Holy.
I don't think Holy is a card.
Oh no shit. That'd be so sick if we get Holy as a materia equipment. Ooh. Ooh.
We have Holy Cow.
No, we
That's
don't.
a little bit disrespectful. They made that the card, but
we have Holy Day. We don't have Holy, just the material.
We don't have Holy.
Yeah, we have Holy Cow, Holy Armor, Holy Mantle. Holy crap, we don't have Holy. This is great. I mean, it's not great for Aerith. Spoiler alert, she dies. She definitely dies to the sword with reach. But the materia would be sick to grab. You don't get it till way later, and honestly, Holy's like not that good by the time you get it. But damn. Okay, sorry. I'm like Theorycraft. I haven't really thought about this set in that way, but there's so much cool shit we can get to see. Like there's well over 200 cards, right? Like there's a lot of cards in the set. Oh man, I'm really stoked now. Okay, sorry. We have 2 treasures. Will, do you want to do anything with these treasures?
I mean, if we wanted, we could play Conqueror's Flail.
I think materia should be equipment aura. I dig that actually. Oh, so like ooh, if this is attached to like if they made swords with slots that says if like materia is attached to this, right, it has X amount of slots. I feel like that's mechanically too profound to do. But
do we want to Kellen to find Hammer of Nazan here?
I honestly think that that's the best idea you've had all night, Will.
I see.
No, I'm just kidding. Is there a better aura to find?
Not aura, but for equipment, I don't think there. I think we have the best equipment in the deck in our hand right now.
I hate to say, yeah, the Reaver Cleaver.
Yeah, Reaver Cleaver is like the best thing we got.
Yeah, I think we'll probably drop Reaver Cleaver next turn. So Nazan, Reaver Cleaver, and then we'll want to do.
If there's one equipment that may technically be better, which is Power Fist, giving Cloud trample and damage gives him counters.
Which one is that? The Power Fist?
Power Fist, it just gives trample, and when this creature deals combat damage, put that many counters on it.
To be honest with you, I want something that will help me equip Colossus Hammer to Esper Sentinel at this point. I want Cloud to have something else, namely Conqueror's Flail. Like, he just needs Conqueror's Flail to have the protection from, like, one of our opponents, and then I want Esper Sentinel to be in an 11/11, please.
We need to draw into Pure Steel or Codsworth. I think those are 2 that let us move equipment around freely.
Yeah, Kellen's not gonna help with that.
I mean, technically, Reaver Cleaver lets us move Hammer of Nazan around. We can do that next turn.
Yeah, I mean, only equip cost of 8.
Yeah,
only,
and we're gonna be getting 14 treasures off the Cloud.
Oh shit. Okay. So you want to crack these treasures now? We've got 1, 2. Sorry. Let me just move the.
Yeah, because we can play Reaver Cleaver and equip it next turn. So we can Kellen to find.
Right. So we'll do his birthright boon to equipment. I do think Hammer of Nazan makes the most sense for sure. We can auto equip Nazan to Esper Sentinel as well. I think that makes sense next turn.
Or Dork.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right.
If we want to go wide or not.
Is it time to go wide? I mean, honestly, we're kind of yeah, we could probably go wide because like we're gonna generate what generates more draw, Will? An Esper Sentinel at 3/1 or just Cloud drawing 3? Oh, sorry. Next turn. Let's just say we get 1 draw off of Esper Sentinel.
3/1 Esper Sentinel does do work.
Sorry, I meant to shuffle first. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're about to move Hammer of Nazan to Esper Sentinel as well.
So
So we'll do
it's
that
enough.
next turn.
Yeah, it's enough. We don't need to. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, so we have a windswept heath and a misty rainforest. I'm going to start with the one that only finds one of our lands. I'll use misty to find. I think white still is the predominant color though, so I will find not Temple Garden but Savannah.
I do, yeah, we do put Hammer of Nizan on Esper Sentinel mainly for the indestructible so that we can attack.
Yeah, well, now that this engine's set up, I think that people are going to be keen to try to have blockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so we want to. I guess we could just have Delighted Halfling be one of them for like the generic, right? So 1,
Well, Delayed
2,
Halfling would
3.
tap for the colors to make it uncounterable.
Well, actually, yeah. You mean,
Yeah.
well, wait. How does that work? Add 1 mana of any color. Well, yeah, sure. Oh, purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
We just do that because.
I like that. You know, when I was counting our legendaries, I didn't look at our legendary artifacts. I was like, they don't need color. But you're right. It doesn't matter what color. You literally.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it does.
Yeah. I'm making blue. I'm gonna cast Hammer of Nizan now. Yeah, Nizan will auto attach to Esper Sentinel. That does sound like it'll do some work. So yep, that seems good to me. Get a Swiftfoot Boots, so he only has hexproof.
And we can play Reaver Cleaver as well, right?
Did
yeah,
you consider
and then we can equip that cloud.
sorry, Belt of Giant Strength? No, we did not.
Belt of Giant Strength, for those who don't know, its equip cost is reduced by the target's original or the target's power, and it gives the creature base power 10/10.
So Will, our issue is that we don't have the 6 mana for Reaver Cleaver. You know what? No. You're right. You're right. You're right. You know what?
Hammer of Nizan, baby.
There's so many cards on this board. I totally forgot. Not that one. Okay, so Reaver Cleaver. Is that okay, everyone? We're gonna put a Reaver. Reaver Cleaver right there. Okay, so gets +1/+1 and has trample, and it has +10/+10. So he is literally he's graduated to Final Fantasy 15. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swing with Cloud. Again, we get to draw a card for each attacking creature that is equipped, and then we also get to create 2 treasures, plus however much they take.
At this point, I think someone would just say, like, I'm taking the full damage
because there's no point. Like, what's the difference between like the 15 or the 17?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry. I get, well, it's a 2/2 blocker in our imagination. Wow. I don't even know how I want to track that. I'll just put it under this. You guys can see that. Sure. Life total number 2 is going to be our treasures. Well, Will. What do you want to do with? What do you want to do with?
First,
I'm sorry. Draw 2. Draw. I guess we need to see.
We draw 2 as well. Yeah.
Path to Exile and Noxious Revival. These are great. So we'll never miss a land again. But we can also just put Kellen back on top of the deck if we want to find another piece of equipment.
Well, Kellen's in exile.
How many legends are going to be in this set, Trixie? Good question. Maybe like 30%. Maybe like 30 or 40%. That's a solid question. Did you like Belt of Giant Strength, by the way, Will, or no?
I don't think it's necessary in this deck because we're going like semi-wide, but I do think that it is one of the better equipments that's been printed in a while. So I do like the card, but I don't think it's this is not your average equipment deck. You want to spread it out.
All right, what do you want to do with this turn? I guess we just
well, first we're gonna move a hammer over.
Yeah. Well, do we want to do Conqueror's Flail too? Just to ensure we can move the hammer cleanly. So I'll just like pay 2 for that and be like, is this okay? I'm gonna auto equip it to my Elvish Mystic. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, now that y'all are silenced, I'm gonna move this hammer so -8 to put it on the Esper Sentinel. I'm sorry, wait. Esper Sentinel is 12. He's a 13, 11. I think it's safe to say we're gonna draw a lot off turn.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they don't have removal, we're gonna draw a lot off turn.
Yeah, it's 3 mana per, or sorry, 3 draw per Esper Sentinel, per rotation.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I mean, we don't have any draw abilities outside of him right now. We don't have any protection in our hand. I would say like blacksmith's expertise. What are some of the single white protection spells we should be running? You know, we should to be honest with you, I don't know how effective like silence effects are in B3, but I do think single target protection is still probably good outside of
Well,
mass protection.
with like right now, what do we care that gets blown up? Because we can recur things with Noxious Survival, but if something on our board gets exiled or we get board wiped, Noxious Survival can recur a couple things as long as we have equipments we can
Yeah.
rebuild very quickly, very easily.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're in a very good place.
We'll just hold the 5 treasures that didn't pass, right? We got wear tear option. We've got these are all options. We can
Yeah,
kill with Razorgrass
Winds of Abandon
Ambush,
is the only non-option.
right? And we don't want to really rip that. We could technically rip it next turn and hit everyone if we want, right? Because we have another
Yeah,
piece of it. Well, actually, we don't. Do we want a Noxious Revival Kellen back to the top of our deck to get equipment
Ellen
for?
is in exile.
Oh yeah, that journey. Sorry, we should. Well, I'll just move him manually. I mean, we could cast him from this journey. I should just leave him over here. That's fine. We don't need to cast him. He's kind of cool, actually. I forgot about the +1/+0 for each ore and equipment attached to Kellen. It's actually pretty. He's very good in this deck. Okay, anyway, you pay the 13 as Trixie states. What? Let's just say 4. I mean, are people going to be modest this round? What? How much are we drawing? Let's just say
I
they
would
don't have a
assume
way.
3 because I don't think people are going to be playing stuff on to stop each other. I think they're saving all of their stuff for us now.
I think so as well. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that. Let's say we need to path something off turn. It's just a good target, and then that's it. I think the biggest equipment on our board, frankly, is not the hammer, but the flail. Like, because passing to us right now is pretty gross.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's go from there. Okay, so we'll draw for a turn. We got a soul ring. Well, I don't think we need it, but we're gonna put the windswept teeth down, and I think I will get the other the godless shrines white black. What's the smithy the red white
Kaya?
one? Red.
Oh,
Do we need red white? There's a lot of white cards in my hand as well. We don't really have that
what
many
is?
red cards though. I
Oh,
want.
not Boris Garrison. It's I should know this.
No, I know it's killing me. I'm really bad at remembering the shock lands. Wait, I'll get it. It's like a forge or something. It's a
It is a forge. You are 100% correct.
smithy, forgy, housey,
Sacred
hoosey,
Forge?
sacred foundry.
Sacred Foundry. Yeah, there we go.
We'll take the damage. And I'm sorry, I want to shuffle. Okay, so Will, what's the best thing we can do on this turn with no tutors? Thank
We
you, thank you.
can we just move our equipment as wide as we can and then punch.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I think we could use. I do want to put the ring out. I'll tap the
Is Kellen in
forest.
play or is Kellen in exile?
He's in exile. I just have him off to the side here. Sorry, we've got a really wide board.
Yeah, we can play Kellen from exile and then put Swiftfoot boots on him so he can attack.
I'm cool with that. We also have Skrelv that we could Swiftfoot boot and like offer protection and toxic. Actually, do you like Skrelv over Kellen here, or do you want Kellen to be a body that can swing?
I like Kellen being a
The double
body because
strike.
he is double strike and he
Yeah.
gives everything +1/+0 for having boots on him.
Let's do the Soul Ring and the Sacred Foundry down here. And then let's go ahead and slap the boots on him. That's going to be one generic. We will use our planes for that. And we have Nettle Cyst that can auto-equip onto someone. Well, we probably just want to leave it on the bug, right? Unless we have something else for the bug.
Oh, where did our flail? Oh, is flail like right behind the elf or
He's right there. I'm sorry, yeah.
I could not see it, so I was like, wait, where was? Oh yeah, I see it now. Never mind.
I think Nettlecyst wants to be on something else because he's not hasty. Nettlecyst is a bigger attacker than Kellen, but
Yeah, but Kellen needed something that gives haste, and only that. Whereas
Is it bad if we just kill the bug and attach Nettlecyst to Kellen because he's
we're
double
fine
strike?
with killing the bug.
Yeah. I mean, 1, 2,
I mean, we
3.
literally don't lose stats by killing the bug, so we can just kill the bug.
That's fair. Who does it equip to? Delighted Halfling?
Yeah.
Okay. So we made a token. The token dies. Alexios is gross. I added him to my Dragonhawk deck. Alexios wouldn't be bad here. Why did you guys consider Alexios? I think it would be brutal with some of these equipments.
Alexios is less gross than people think because Trample is a May ability, and I
Yeah.
learned about that, and I hate Alexios now because of that. For those who don't know, the way that Trample functions is the player who's swinging with the Trample creature may deal excess damage to the defending player. They can allocate the damage as they choose. If you want, you can say, "Oh, you block my 10/10 trampler with a 1/1 squirrel." If I want, I could deal 5 damage to that squirrel and 5 to your face.
Will, we're going to attach the Nettlecyst onto Cloud. I forgot. The Reaver Cleaver does not put him at 7, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So on that note, we've got a Delighted Halfling up. It's a good blocker. We'll swing with Kellen. We'll swing with Cloud, the Elvish Mystic, and Esper Sentinel. I think Esper Sentinel gets through. I'm pretty sure that we've got protection at least from someone here. Marath is, Marath. Cloud is going to be fine. Because Cloud has +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 13 or 14.
Is that bigger than the Claw Slammer?
Whoa, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, +4. Yeah. Because the treasures. He's 13. 13 +1/+1 +4 is 18. He's 18/18 right now.
Trample.
Yes.
He's a 19/18 Kellen.
He is a 19/18 Kellen.
Thank you, Kellen.
Thanks, Kellen. And then Kellen goes in for double strike. Okay, so I draw 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We generate. Did they block here to try to stifle us or no? You don't see it? Is there no world?
They might, but like, even if you say we get like 10 treasures, that's still probably more than we're gonna need.
Well, let's go up to 23. Is it scummy to not explain that to people? What? To not explain what? How trample works?
I mean, if people misplay, they misplay.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly kind of an obscure ruling for a card an effect that's really evergreen, but this is new, right? Like how trample damage is assigned?
Yeah, they changed it with the combat damage change, where you can't, I think it's you can't do combat tricks anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can't do like the super elaborate combat tricks anymore.
So to be honest, Will, like we're in a really good place. I think what I would want to do is modify this list for having a few more protection elements, just to make sure that Cloud sticks, to make sure that our elements stick. And there's a lot, I leverage a lot in Oswald. I think the 1 mana, 1 target things are maybe not quite good enough, but like 1 or 2 of them is probably fine. But I mean, we're really just going to continue with this traction. It's important to note we've done a lot of damage spread out throughout these few turns, and we're coming up on what is considered like late game, turn 7, which would be our next turn. I think we have a game plan here though. Like if we just pulled Aggravated Assault, we win right here, right? And we don't really have any tutors for that. So like, do we add Idyllic Tutor? Like if you want to take it that route, like if you want to make this as potent as it can be in bracket 3, then maybe we try to leverage all the tutors that assist to get to our combos. Maybe we introduce that Hellkite Will mentioned earlier, the Hellkite Charger. This is good though. I mean, do you like this? Do you like how this is operating? And what do you think needs to change, if anything?
I like it. This is a decent sluggy list. It's probably as good as you can get for a Cloud equipment deck. There's other equipment commanders I'd probably go for other than Cloud that are what Cloud does, but specifically Voltron, like Wylith. Wylith is probably the best version of this commander in my opinion.
I'll look
But
at Wylith's really quick so you guys can see it. But yeah.
I think that this is it's good. I think it does what we want it to do. The only thing I'd potentially do is add some more combos. Like I'd add in the Hellkite because Reaver Cleaver Cloud with Hellkite is usually going to be enough to get us a win. Because if we can pay to untap and then we connect to get more mana to keep paying, that's going to be a combo that's going to be game.
Mm-hmm. So like Cloud with double strike doesn't matter. Additional combats in Cloud, that could be good. Like, do we want to leverage more additional combats even outside of aggravated assault? I know, like, you know, we added that as a finisher, and we can honestly, like, guys, if you want to include combos in this list, a few core ones that we're missing are like the Heat Shimmer Mage combo. Like, that's really easy to just close out a game late game. Obviously, you know, we had that Loyal Apprentice. You can add the enchantment Breath Fury or Fury. You know, the one that makes a copy of a thing. You move it to that thing. There's an additional combat. You can also even add like combat celebrate lines if you really want to just like win through combat quickly. Neheb can go in here because honestly the filtering would be really nice. Like I kind of like Neheb here even a little bit more than the Hellkite Charger so that we can sort of get more potential utilities and help dig through our list where Hellkite Charger is just the mana for aggravated assault. I think Neheb can get us there maybe a little bit more effectively. Is Hellkite Charger hasty though?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is kind of relevant. Did any consideration go towards Brotherhood Regalia? Brotherhood. No, that didn't come up, Angelus. But Brotherhood Regalia, this is from Assassin's Creed.
This is an Assassin's Creed set. It's a Ward 2. It's an assassin in addition to its other types. Equips 1/2 assassins. It's just a
Can't be blocked.
2.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad. I understand why you want it. It's like evasion plus evasion.
And
the assassin subtyping is not relevant for us, but everything else is.
One card that was brought up that I think is an interesting card because I don't see this a lot. This is actually cool. It's a Lord of the Rings card called Borrow Blade. It's a 1 mana, equips for 1, gives the equipped creature +1/+1, but says whenever the equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, that creature loses all abilities until the end of the turn.
Borrow Blade. Wow, with an A, excuse me. Huh.
So humility's the thing that is blocking it or being blocked by it.
Is that...
I don't think it goes in the cloud deck, but I think that that's a very cool
equipment. That's super cool tech, actually. Yeah. Helm of the Host and 4 or 5 different cards give infinite combats. Yeah.
Helm just Helm of the Host, period, with cloud is dumb.
It's pretty good. No, I like Helm of the Host here. We could probably reinsert Open the Armory too. I'm sure there's like some redundant effect that we can get rid of to just make sure we get all of our equipment. But we are never like short of equipment. We kind of lucked into the right ones. And then we obviously...
Yeah, even if we didn't hit the equipment, we'd hit tutors because we did have a tutor that game. We had a couple more that we could have gotten. And a lot of our tutors chain into creatures that can tutor for our equipment, so we weren't risking missing on equipments.
All right, so honest thoughts on Cloud. I think he's fucking awesome. I want to start there. Yeah, I don't know if he's better than Zach, but he's got all the ladies hanging off him, so he's doing something right. You know what I mean? Could be how he styles his hair, could be his superhuman strength, but I don't know that it's his 5 CMC and ability necessarily. Like, I think that this is a very flavorful card, and if you're gonna play a Final Fantasy Cloud right now, this is the best of the two that are out there between the Boros one and this one. Like Will said, though, I do think that there are better equipment commanders, despite the fact that you're losing green, which did help us ramp to Cloud. I don't know that this draw engine is amazing. I do think the auto-equipped in haste is legit, though. I don't know, maybe there's something cheeky you could do, like It's not quite Zergo Helm Smasher. This was brought up earlier, but there's something you could do with like World Slayer and like the armor that gives indestructible. Like you could probably do some really cheeky stuff that are 3-card combos that are technically okay. But World Slayer destroys lands.
World Slayer destroys all permanents, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's bracket 3. Bracket 3. No mass
Yeah,
land destruction and denial. Never mind. And I don't see Cloud going beyond B3. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even sure that the list we made, like, while good, I think effective, I don't know that it is in the upper range of a bracket 3 commander. I think
I
that
would
this
say
is like,
it's pretty dead mid bracket 3 in my
yeah.
opinion, because I feel like that this deck would kind of stomp precons to some extent. It could lose to a precon, but I feel like it's definitely going to win against precons more likely than not. So I think bracket 3 is a very good category for what we built today.
I do want to. I do love that. I think soldier is the name of like the division for those like those militiamen. But you're absolutely right. It's kind of funny that it says Cloud X Soldier subtype human soldier. No, no,
Yeah, that is.
he's no, no, he's still a soldier. Don't read into his title too much. It's so contradictory because he's technically a merc. He's a mercenary when we see him. Like Avalanche hires him to fuck up a Mako reactor, right? Um,
Yeah.
so like the fact that he's he's still a soldier. I mean, I guess you can take the man out of the army, but you can't take the soldier out of the man. Um, I love the blade. Turns off keywords like death touch, indestructible, hexproof. Yeah. Sword of Hearth and Home goes infinite with Aurelia War Leader. Yeah, and there's plenty of Boros like War Leader. There's plenty of like Boros combos we could fool with. So far as like additional combats are concerned. Yeah, there's plenty of angles to take Cloud. I'm not even sure like what we did. I would say it was even the best approach, but it was like our B3 attempt. Do you think this could be tweaked to be a more effective combo B3 that still fits within the requirements for B3?
Yeah, I think it could still hmm.
Because no chaining
Yeah,
extra turns, like we talked about it, no chaining extra turns sounds like no chaining additional combats.
it doesn't cover additional combats. They
I
specifically
know.
just want it so that you're not drawing extra cards and taking turn back to back to back. It's an anti feels bad, not an anti efficient play line
Okay.
ruling.
But a late game 2-card combo aggravator. So, well, actually, if we just top decked aggravator assault on turn 7, that we would totally be fine to just rip it and win the game. Okay.
Yeah, none of our combos that we have right now are too quick. It's because like Hellkite plus Reaver Cleaver, I think is just short to combo by itself. And aggravated assault, you need another creature. So I think we're good.
All right, guys. So it looks like we're going to be building Ishtola, which I mean, I'm honestly kind of hyped for. She seemed pretty dope. I'll pull her back up on the screen now. But that's it for Cloud X Soldier. Obviously, we're going to get more copies of all of these characters. I'm hoping like 2 to 3 minimum of each so that we have more playable options. But like, I'm super stoked for the rest of the set. Like, just talking about it briefly with you guys got me super excited. Like, just the thought of materia being a thing similar to like runes, like you were saying, I kind of love that idea. I don't know how many tricks they're going to pull out of the magic hat here, so far as like effects or similar keywords to previous sets. I don't know if there's like a unified language they're following for this, but we saw some really cool things. Like I like how the summons or enchantment sagas, like there's some really cool stuff here, dude. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about the rest of the set and excited to build your Stola. Any
Yeah.
thoughts on how you want to like break this girl?
I mean, just curiosity effects. It seems like real easy to abuse curiosity effects. Some life, uh, just some pay life effects are also pretty good. You just spam out a bunch of free spells that are 3 or greater, and then curiosity control win the game. And she draws a million cards. That's probably what you're doing here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you really look at it, it's like a it's like a bad It's like a bad draw. I mean, like you're only getting one draw for, oh, is it for each, wait, at the beginning of each, if a player lost. So this could happen 3 times.
I think it's only once for the end step effect.
At the beginning of
But
each
with
end step, if a player lost 4 or more life, this could also be you.
yeah,
This could also just
um,
be us. So if we just had something that let us lose life, like that, I don't know, like that one black card that says pay life to make a black mana, or well,
yeah,
there's a few things like a wall of blood. What, just put whatever you want in here and just lose life. You technically
yeah,
have a draw engine there.
yeah. You can use that to gain a couple extra cards a turn. But if you just literally tutor Curiosity effect and put it on her, you're drawing a ton of cards with that final effect because you cast Force of Will and then you draw 3 cards. Then you cast another counterspell, draw 3 more cards. Then you
Yeah.
cast another. Then you cast Deadly Rollick and draw
Yeah.
3 cards.
Yeah, her
Like
own effect is, it's a decent draw. Her own effect, and I'm saying the second after vigilance, that effect is decent. But yeah, it's what you're doing with that bottom effect. I think it's crucial because like what Will is importantly saying is that Y'shtola is dealing the damage. So yeah, like that's really good. Yeah, I feel like
very specifically not loss of life, which is dumb.
I think she could be up to B5. Like she's encouraging a certain type of gameplay. Like we haven't seen what's the best Curiosity commander right now?
Curiosity is either is it Nekuzar, the Grixis guy that when an opponent draws a card, you deal a damage to
And then
them.
there's like
Like either
Niv.
that or Thrasios File Smasher. Those are the best Curiosity. And the Infinite Combo boys. Niv Mizzets,
Right.
Brawl and Chabraz, all them.
Blood Chief Ascension, Y'shtola. Y'shtola pay life deck seems sick. Yeah, honestly, like any of like the value pay life effects that you could think of, like this is just great with it. And I mean beyond like Necropotence, but I guess there's that.
I
Um,
I do also just want to say the
she can infect.
oh yeah, she can infect. That
Hey, you
is
want to win the game? Oh shit! Actually,
there's a
wait.
2 mana enchantment aura that gives a creature infect, I believe.
Yeah, what if we put that spine on her? What if we put Skrelv in the deck?
Scroll, what is it? Scroll gives
Toxic one.
toxic.
You get
Does
toxic one.
is toxic combat damage or damage?
Oh
Let
shit!
me,
Wait. Now you really got me thinking about it. Hold on.
I'm looking up toxic right now.
No, wait. Toxic damage dealt. Players dealt combat
Combat.
damage by this creature. Damn. Ha! Dude, I got really excited. I'm like, that's the best mom. That is the best mom in this deck. Okay, no, sorry. False alarm. All right, well,
Also,
we're all pretty
I,
excited about this, I think.
I also just want to say Garland is going to be a fun, dumb cEDH commander to build.
Garland is gonna be a fun cEDH commander.
Black and a red, and then it's
Yeah,
what's it
he's
called?
on screen.
Yeah. Just cast non-creature spell, surveil one, just mill your deck very quickly, very consistently into Underworld Breach. That's just
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's consistent.
yeah. I mean, you're really not gonna flip him, are you?
Never. You would if you ever flip him, something went wrong. Something went horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, just the surveil part. I read that. I'm like, this is pretty damn good. Like, just a 2 mana 3/2 that flips to a 5/5. Like, this is just a vanilla good card. Like, if I were playing like a different format, this is really good value. But you're right, that top effect is pretty nasty. Whoa, infect for sure. Wait, can she make infect B5? Can she make infect B5?
There is a
Honestly,
possibility because there is the 1 mana instant that says target creature gains infect this turn, I think. Let me double
tainted
check.
strike. Hold up. I play grafted exoskeleton in my Dragonhawk deck. Glistening oil.
Yeah,
Will.
glistening oil
I
was the
think
one that I was thinking of.
it's glistening oil, yeah. With some sick art,
Oh
by
no,
the
I,
way. If
the
you've never
thing I was
seen
thinking of, I think gives a poison counter. It doesn't give a
Enchanted
creature infect.
creature has infect. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a -1/-1 on the creature. The creature is put in your graveyard. Return glistening oil to its owner's hand. Okay. So
There's not. Oh yeah. It's a tainted strike. Tainted strike is give +1/+0 infect.
yeah. So Nathan brought up that pyresis and glistening oil. Dude, do we do that? Is that what we're doing Saturday?
I mean, we could try putting in infect. It's not
No.
not a horrible idea, but
What did Yoda say? It's either you do or you do not, Will.
do or do not. There is no try.
Exactly. Mm. You stole the infect, you say? Yeah, we're mixing media here, but you get the idea. Oh, Star Wars hasn't happened yet. Please, please, one IP at a time, guys. That's it for Cloud X Soldier. I know it didn't sound like we were talking about Cloud at the end because we weren't. Let's save our thoughts on your solo for Saturday. We're gonna link in the Discord when that stream goes live. It's gonna be early Saturday morning. I'm having people over one. I'm also practicing for another large 120 something person event for a different game, and I would like to win that. I just want to say, Will, I don't know if you followed my accolades, but I placed second in a 64 person tournament last week, and I placed first this Monday.
Nice.
Yeah. The packs I got from the second place victory, all shit. But I'm getting a box, hopefully sealed, that will have hits. I literally pulled one SR, which is super uncommon. No alt arts from half a bot. It was so bad. But no, practicing for that. So like we're trying to line it up early in the morning. Plus, I'm going to a 5 and below in a secret area that might have some Pokemon cards. Because I'm addicted to cardboard. But holy shit, I'm really liking the set so far, and I might want to buy some collector boosters to fool with. Frankly, I feel like these are going to be jacked up, dude. I feel like the prices of this set are going to be kind of kooky, and I hope I'm wrong.
It's kind of like a Lord. Well, actually, if you take a look at like Lord of the Rings as an example for it, because Lord of the Rings was another highly hyped up one. The
Draft
prices
boosters
were
are
only
good.
yeah, the prices were good, and they were only janky while the One of One ring was out there. Then once it was
Yeah.
found, like they leveled out very quickly.
Are they serial? Well, I guess I don't know if they've made any statements on that, but are they like serializing special art cards? Because like that would be very expensive. Like 7, there are
Yeah,
7 clouds, there are 8 squalls. You know what I mean? Like that shit would go. That would go crazy.
yeah.
You can rad storm. You can rad storm in it. If you don't take her infect, I might. We're gonna include. I like the infect idea a lot. I do think you could probably conclude the game very quickly that
She
way.
could pretty consistently just go, I have enough things game. Because
Right.
you literally could just go like, okay, I've been playing a couple counter spells here and there. I have like 16 cards in hand on my turn.
Glistening
Infect card,
oil. Yeah.
like Glistening Oil, Deadly Rollick on her, counterspell, 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 counterspell game.
Right. Right. It doesn't even like holding priority, holding priority, holding priority. Wait, I'm not done yet. Holding priority.
Only way that it bites you is if they blow her up or blow up the oil.
Right. But like, oof. I mean, that's when you like. I guess you start with the silence and see what they do. you just go for the silence. Is there a silence that's like 3 or greater?
Well, I mean, the thing is, even if you just go for Glistening Oil, Grafted Exoskeleton, you play that, and then you just sit pretty, and then whenever anyone
Yeah.
tries doing anything, you just go, Counterspell,
Yeah.
Infect 2 to everybody, draw 3 cards.
Do we I know it's a weird decision. Do we include any sort of cost reduction just to make, 3s 2 and 4s 3s, and I don't know if it's necessary. I mean, there's a lot of like free interaction, but cost reducers might be a better utility in this list. I know we're gonna close this one out. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I've really got the bug is in my brain. I didn't honestly think much of her until we started talking about her.
I didn't think much of her until I read Damage.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
That is what flipped that card on its head. Usually that's loss of lose life, not damage.
Right. So how many curiosity effects are in Esper?
2 auras, 1 creature, and is it just the 2 auras and the 1 creature? Yeah, it's 3, I believe.
So enough. We'd probably
Yeah.
run all 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Wish me luck this weekend if you don't see me or us. Join us Saturday if you're available Saturday. And hopefully I'll have some Pokemon packs to rip. If you guys want to watch me open Twilight Masquerade. So me and Allie went to this movie theater. Sorry, we're closing the show out, so I'm just going to chat with Will now. We went to this movie theater and the 5 and below literally just closed. It was like 2 minutes past closing. And I'm like, damn, like I just want to get there early enough to check. I look through the window and they have stacks upon stacks of like blister packs. And I'm collecting Twilight Masquerade because I want to play a card called Palafin. All irrelevant if you don't care about Pokemon. But they had a shit ton of them. So I want to like do that in the morning. And then I need to pick up something from a friend that lives in that neighborhood. And then I'm going to come back and get the house spruced up for like a game day. But we're going to do this brew in the morning. And I've got all the time in the world really to do it. Provided we start around like 9. I think 9's a good time. Crap, I should be doing homework now. I'm brewing the new deck. Sorry, Angelus. Sorry. Nathan Brothers, good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing really well with a deck that everyone else thought was dead, and I'm super happy to know that
it is not dead.
Got the fucking power. Yeah, dude, and it's funny because I actually took it upon myself. I like the deck so much, I've actually blinged it out. Like, I've bought all the nice alt arts and stuff. I'm like, I'm spending way too much money to do this, but it feels like warranted now because this is the deck I'm bringing to One Piece Day Dallas. So it's like, a friend of mine's like, it's going to improve your hockey if your deck was foiled out. I'm like, I guess you're right. But it's apparently working because it's either the fear of my hockey or just the fear of Lucci that's fucking up people. But I'm having a fun time playing that. Ophidian Eye Curiosity in the guy. Yeah, look up the guy. You'll take it there though. At any rate, Will.
Is it Keen Eye Lookout or something like that? I'll find
it. We're here. We're here. Let's just. Do you want to brew it now? We so I switch the thumbnail.
I can.
Keen Eye.
I'm literally just looking up. How the
Navigator's the one that like
base soulbound or is it dash soulbound? Hold up.
Wait. Damage, draw, card. It's blue, right?
Is it soul bond? What am I missing here? Hold on.
Damage, draw, card. Will.
It's soul bond. That's why I was mistyping it.
2 words.
Tandem Lookout.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. This is the Y'shtola starter guide. Feel free to hang out if you'd like. As it's paired with it, this creature deals damage to an opponent. Draw a card. Stop! Oh! Recruiter of the Guard, please! Recruiter of the Guard, find me, my boy. Because shit, we're not finding it with green, Will. What
do you pair with your guard? You pair the Lookout. That's how you protect your kingdom.
Dude, damn it. Okay, this is gonna be a fun deck.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little dude in the back. Is that Y'shtola in the background? She's flying on the wings of a griffin. Oh no, they're on tree trunks. I'm sorry. I thought they were on like gnarly looking like giant swans, but I'm like,
no, they're just sitting on trees with binoculars. They're looking out.
Oh shit. Okay, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let us know if you've brewed Cloud. I'd love to see your build. And of course, let us know what you're most excited to see from this set. It's going to be a fun one. See you guys. Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I need more. I'm going to pour myself some more rum and relax and then wake up at 6.
I'm going to be doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah? Wait, did you finish pasta? Are you still waiting on it? I'm sorry.
I was like most of the way through. Before we started the stream, so I just had like 1 bit left, and now I just have 1 more fork left to go through. So
good night, Angelus. Angelus, if you're on the Discord, let us know if you make the deck. Okay. I don't want to take. I hate looking at decks prior to brewing a deck, but I am curious to see what you do because I don't know that we go infect or not, but I do think it's a really cool sub strategy. Like I legitimately think you can get there. Like if we just ran 2 of those effects, I think it would be clean and there's enough space.
I like the instant for the shock factor and then the aura because
well, like because you could do it off turn, like you can win instant storm, like that's gnarly as fuck. Do you use Yogg-Dogg's Will as sorcery? It's still good though. Yogg-Dogg's Will is still playable.
There's enough good free removal spells that cost 3 or more that you don't think you need
You don't think you need it? What about what about Mnemonic Betrayal? Everyone else's free spells.
Yeah,
that shit would be good.
Is good. Let's see. Rather pay. Make sure